Everybody. Well, I'm going to give everyone a couple minutes to come in while I send out these Discord announcements. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate this. This has been a long time since I've streamed. I tried to upgrade it a little bit, upgrade the setup. We got a new camera and everything. We have some crazy shit that has come out over the past little bit. About someone who's been on the channel a couple times. Mrow, I know a lot of you know him around. I know a lot of you also have problems with him because he has kind of been a little bit of just... How would you describe him? Just like a freak? Like, I don't even know where to start with some of this. So before we start, I do want to get a couple things out of the way because, like, I want to preface this before we start. I'm not making any new claims here. This is all claims made by other people that we're just going over. I don't think he's a pedophile or anything along those lines. I want to make that clear because I know people have thrown that around a lot. I think a lot of the stuff he's done is weird. I think a lot of it is questionable. I think it's strange. And I think that given the pattern of constantly being called out for doing weird shit all the time, that doesn't just happen. Like, a ton of people don't come together and just make just random allegations for no reason. There's obviously a pattern here to some degree, whether you like it or not, of just this dude being an actual creep or a weirdo, whatever. Which we may go over or not, but what prompted this was a video here that I wanted to touch on from ZV here, or V. How do you pronounce your name here? Is it like V? V-A-Qui? Okay. So, anyways, morale liked inflation pool. Okay. Good to know, I guess. There is a lot of weird stuff that I want to go over here. This one in particular kind of, like, this one rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. Chud Logic actually covered it the other day. Got about 2 minutes in and then decided that it was just, I don't know. Didn't go into it. But anyways, you guys ready? Can you see everything? You guys ready to start this video? So I haven't watched the full thing. I've gotten a good couple minutes into it, and I have decided that's where I decided, hey, I probably need to stream this. So that's what we're doing right now. Anyways.
Today, I'll not only be covering the allegations levied against me by another YouTuber, Mrow, but also my response to a further situation as well.
I'm gonna just put this on top to speak.
Essaying my sister and moaning in front of a minor.
Yeah, so, anyways.
He has accused me of the following.
Essaying the sister and moaning in front of the minor are two of the, like, most major claims that are made here. So, I'm gonna let the video speak for itself once we get into it, but I just so weird knowing what the claims are.
Sister and moaning in front of a minor. But before we get into this, a few notices. This video may not be as edited as my others, so I apologize for that. Secondly, please do not harass anyone featured in the video. It serves to educate, not an excuse to witch hunt others. Lastly, I urge you to watch the video in full before coming to a conclusion. But without further ado, let's get into this. Starting off, Mrow would relentlessly claim I essayed a supposed sister of mine in a friend's server. Though, despite the innumerable times I told him this was untrue, he refused to drop it, to the point.
So, this is something Morale does. I don't know if you guys have any experience with this, like, with Morale, but dude does this thing where he just says the most outrageous things and then says, oh, it was a joke, guys. It was a joke, guys, I swear. Which, it happens a lot. Morale falsely accused a guy of Domino of doxing. I don't know who... I was going to get into that later, actually, but, I mean, if you guys want to talk about it now, we can. I don't know the situation with Domino. I don't know who this Domino person is. What is the context? Holy shit. Okay. What is the context behind the Domino situation? Because I saw some back and forth on Twitter, but I haven't gotten fully into it. Anyways.
Yeah, I see. I have no idea what the fuck that is all about, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, but, like, I don't want to throw accusations out there without, you know, someone just pinged me. Oh, yeah, Fruffle, I accepted your friend request, by the way.
Where the other server members started to believe it. To preface, I am an only child. Mrow later claimed this was a joke, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Firstly,
Yeah, that exactly. Dude just claims literally everything is a joke, like all the time, constantly. He says the most outlandish shit, and it's just like it's a joke or whatever, and he just gets away with it. Which, okay, I don't think everything he should be persecuted after like fucking every little thing that he says. But when you're talking about stuff like this, it's just like I don't fuck with it. I think it's cringe. I think it's weird. I just. Like, come on, you're like what, mid-20s, and you're, I don't know. I don't know where the sense of humor comes from either. Like, I don't know who's it for, but.
I think the issue is like fucking ZV already said that he wasn't comfortable with it, and he still continued to do it, and even presented it as real allegations in the VC.
Really?
So, yeah.
Huh.
I don't know where that is in the video, but he does end up doing that.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you didn't see, we have something above my face cam right now, and it is a slideshow of all the Mrow fire tweets that we have compiled. Just of the best takes, that we could find. We just have that, we have a big folder, and we have a slideshow going through everything there, just cause. Holy shit. Okay, I just got a DM about Major Klug situation. I'm not familiar with the Major Klug situation either, so we can get into that soon, and someone can explain it to me, and I can reference that with this DM. Anyways, let's see.
regardless of Mrow's intentions, kidding or not, this isn't something you joke about. I know the commentary
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think that, I think it's just cringe.
community is no stranger to this type of behavior, dare I even say humor, but as a CSA survivor, I made it clear I didn't appreciate this, and got met with humiliation.
I want to talk to you one-on-one, preferably in DMs. That's what I want.
No,
You gotta react,
yeah,
bro.
it's
Stevie.
fucking DM call it. So maybe I don't
holding
DM
me
call
up.
you, right?
What? You just called me a what the actual?
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, my
let's move
pedophile.
from the allegation.
So, yeah, there's pedophile allegations levied against this person named VZ here. Or Viequi, or, we have them in call just in case they want to make a comment or defend themselves. They do have mic issues, so we'll just take it as it is. But, anyways.
Defeat the faggot
No,
allegation.
no.
You wanna-
You accused me. You were insinuating that.
Yeah, putting the supposedly joke allegations next to actual calling him a pedophile is like, that's very bad faith, because it almost lumps them together. But anyway.
The sister that I don't even have, as somebody who was raped as a child, as someone who was SA'd
Oh,
previously.
little guy was.
Don't bring that up.
Who the fuck gives a shit, dude? Come on.
So after talking about a CSA experience, dude goes, wah, who the fuck cares? So that's, yeah, this Domino's in the server now. Okay, I don't know.
That comment is just so fucking incredibly gross, though.
Yeah, no, that's actually like insane. I think that's very okay. Domino did nothing wrong. So Domino just joined the server. I don't know who this Domino person is, so I can let them explain once we get through this video what's going on in that situation, because I don't know entirely what it is.
Oh my god, bro.
You're being a weirdo, and the only response you have is, I was as a kid.
No, but that's
Oh,
not. We're not
guys.
discussing that.
That's like
I'm just-
more evidence that you're a pedophile. That just continues
Yeah,
to
dude,
change.
hey.
discussing.
Who is Elfish? Because
Uh,
I've
one
seen them floating around.
I know fucking Mrow is associated with them.
Okay.
Pretty sure they're friends.
Okay.
Elfish is like Mrow's friend. Yeah, like what Dark said.
Okay. Okay.
Abusers tend to abuse, buddy. If you were as a kid, who's to say you didn't your sister?
That's fucking crazy. That's a fucking insane thing to say. Holy shit.
I'm connecting the dots, bro. I see the
Connecting
vision.
the dots.
This is me off script. I didn't find the recording until I actually finished editing. So, upon writing the script, I mostly went off my memory. I didn't recall it being this bad. Due to this, I don't think I was able to properly articulate how revolting this was to me. I know what I say now will conflict with the conclusion, but I wholeheartedly mean it when I say Mrow is a grotesque person, and he's surrounded by people unwilling to give him a reality check. The people who adamantly defend him, despite knowing what he is, are equally as vile as him. Although, since we're here, I just wanted to say the situation happened prior to the minor incident. Just thought I'd mention that.
I almost puked, but let me say.
Yeah, Domino's in here. So, someone give me context of the Domino situation. Someone in chat, or like literally anybody, give me context here. Like aside from the fact that Mrow said he was a doxer. Like what is the context of that? Because I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah.
Focused.
I'm all for dark humor, but I fail to see the hilarity in insinuating someone is a the moment the person it's aimed at makes it apparent they aren't comfortable, it should end there. I don't know you, I was barely acquainted with you at the time. Like, is it so unreasonable to not go around and say this to people? If you believe...
Yeah, real. It's just not... I think it's cringe. I think it's really cringe behavior, just going around and, like, just... I don't know. I understand Morale's humor. I've been around Morale for a long time. I think it's cringe. I think it's cringe as hell to, like, it didn't used to be this bad, but it's just gotten, like, progressively worse from where it was just, like just simple, just, I don't know. Dude used to be relatively normal. Dude has been on Twitter for too long.
Even back when he was relatively normal, he had, like, a really big issue with respecting people's boundaries. I don't know if he was doing it on purpose, because at one point, like, I did see him apologize a couple times, but, like, people would genuinely ask him to stop doing something, and he would just keep doing it.
Yeah, I have seen, like, I mean, that's what we're seeing right now, it looks like, is just one of those situations. Which I was told, I talked with Ace Howler today, and I was told that the situation, like, there was a, I think what he said was that it wasn't made clear about the CSA thing, and that he trauma dumped in the call is what it was. That's what Morale said, not what Ace Howler said. He was just, you know, echoing what he said. I don't know. I mean, if you're going around telling people that you raped your sister supposedly, and then, like, I feel like that's significantly worse than saying that you had a CSA experience.
Yeah.
That's the right analogy for it, right? Or CSA. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, anyways.
Okay to make said jokes privately around your close friends. Fine by me, but I don't fall under that umbrella. Though, I'll get into this situation into more detail later. Secondly, one of the reasons as to why this video exists in the first place. Quite ironic, really. Another YouTuber, Graceful, was essentially getting called out for essentially accusing another content creator of being a predator. Said creator attempted to get into a relationship with...
I just saw your text, Silo Bucky. We'll go through that in a second.
Really. Another YouTuber, Graceful, was essentially getting called out for essentially accusing another content creator of being a predator. Said creator attempted to get into a relationship with a 16-year-old while 19. I'm not going to say anything, but I can see why he thought that. Within the stream he was being called out in, Mrow joined, and upon hearing my name, immediately started throwing shots at me, despite the fact I was utterly irrelevant to the situation.
For context,
Okay,
the
Graceful.
same...
Funny. Go ahead.
For context, the same, like, some of the art that he's, like, complaining about is made by somebody named Funshine, and Viaquay used the same art in his thumbnail. Graceful will suck his... doesn't say shit about it, but when somebody doesn't like...
Oh, Graceful likes Viaquay?
Yeah, he loves Viaquay. Him and LTVs, they're like homies.
Oh, Graceful, what do you think about Viaquay moaning inside of a VC with a 12-year-old?
You can imagine my surprise, the pure whimsy on my face, when I heard my name being randomly dropped. Like, I'm not kidding. The only relevance I had here was how I made a video on Graceful, and even that's void, considering the beef was squashed over a month ago. For context, here is the full clip Mrow not only recorded, but also was referring to.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna skip through this real quick. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Definitely these guys.
Oh.
This is cringe. I'm sorry. Viaquay. I'm sorry. It is very, very cringe. And we're about to stream your cringing to 18 people live right now. So. No, we need it for
This is
context.
integral lore. We
it,
cannot
yeah,
skip.
We have to have this. So, fair warning to everyone here, it is cringe. It is very cringe, okay? But for context, so I want to give full picture here. Mrow is making the allegation that Viekwi was moaning in a call with a 12-year-old, and the 12-year-old, I think, is the person with this green profile picture here. Lieutenant Bucky. Yeah. I think that's the minor in the call, from my understanding. Weren't you? Viekwi was a minor at the time too, correct?
Yeah, he was 17.
Yeah. So yeah.
I do have a question about that. Whose server is this?
It was Scorpies.
Because it weirds me out that there is a 12-year-old in here to begin with, and that was like just a strange. I couldn't comprehend it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know the context as to why this 12, because I've seen this guy around. Like, I've seen Lieutenant Bucky, like, I've seen his name around, but it's like, why is this 12-year-old in commentary? What is the context here?
Controversial opinion, you should have to be an adult to be a commentator, period.
Yeah, like, are you guys friends with Lieutenant Bucky, or is it like he's just kind of there, or like he was in the call or something like that? Like, what's the
he's just kind of there.
He's just kind of there.
He's just kind of there. Yeah.
Because like that, I don't know. Like I've seen him interacting with some of my like former mutuals as well, and I'm just like I see them interacting with the like obviously a minor. I'm just like, ooh. I'm just like, oh, okay. But anyways, that's not the point. Anyways, 12-year-olds here, right? Anyways, so everyone in the call is deafened besides Mrow. And it looks like this Axie person. And then this is what is said. This is the supposed moaning that happened.
Where go?
Something to tell you, Mrow.
Oh yeah, buddy, what is it?
I have something to tell you, Mrow.
It's a really good way to add.
Oh my god. Something to tell you, Mrow.
Axie is muted at this point.
I have never felt this turned on in my entire life.
It's a really good thing to say in a fucking 12-year-old, dude.
I've been waiting. I deafened everyone, don't I? I've been waiting so long, bro, for someone to degrade me. I've been waiting so long. I have asked squeezes. I have waited so long for this. Nobody would do it to me. Oh my god! You finally did it. Oh my god. Thank you, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've been waiting so long. I've been waiting so long.
Okay.
Anyway, no, that's it.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
Is it over? Okay. Thank God. Hard watch. Arguably, yeah, it is a little. It is a little like not great. But with the context of the 12, I mean, it's cringe. It's cringe, right? That's about where we can put it. It's cringe. And with the context of the 12-year-old being muted, and that being Morale's entire standpoint, because if the 12-year-old's muted, he can't hear it, right? There is no way the 12-year-old knew what was happening in that context or whatever, especially if everyone there is deafened besides him and Morale. The only way this person could know is that if Morale said something or if Viekwi said something, which I don't know that happened at that point, because I've seen in the comments and like also in this chat, literally, Mr. Buckster here, I assume is Lieutenant Bucky. I think.
Yeah, that's Bucky.
Yeah, Lieutenant Bucky. Yeah, I mean, I've seen him in the comments being like, that was not what happened. That it's not, So, I don't know. It seems like Morale was trying to make a point out of nothing because it's cringe. I don't know. Morale, I find it ironic. I find it very, very ironic for two reasons here. First one here is that the whole point was about a call, right? The whole point was because that he was moaning in this call with a minor there, correct? So that was a big deal. So I want to go back to this situation here. This is the Chris Tyson situation where Mrow is adamantly defending Chris Tyson for saying this in a call with a 14-year-old. Okay? Let's see it. Let's make sure we can hear it.
That would come inside of that egg and then watch her eat it, and then watch her have sex with another man while she comments about how my genitalia can never satisfy her.
So, could you guys hear that? I know it's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he basically was talking about it just coming a bunch. Yeah. And Mrow's response to this call here was that if you're trying to claim you either haven't said shit like this in a public voice call or people close to you haven't, you're blatantly lying. This yet again proves absolutely nothing. And how is thanks dad sexual? What are you talking about? He also said thanks dad to this 14-year-old. So apparently it's okay whenever, you know, Mrow or when Chris Tyson does something like that, but whenever it's just Viequi, some small YouTuber that he can pick on and kind of get away with, I'd imagine in certain situations he could have possibly gotten away with it. But that's where we're at right now. I think it's a very hypocritical point. And there was another point I was gonna make. Shit. We'll get back to it later.
I can explain.
Yes, I will admit I was being weird, freaky, dare I say unhinged within the voice chat, with the sole intention to do a bit of trolling. That was about 6 months ago, and I've since tried my best to work on myself, to essentially stop another instance of this happening. But that oddly enough wasn't what Mrow took issue with, for some reason. He claimed I was moaning in front of a minor, when that is, yet again, blatantly untrue. Firstly, I'd just like to make it clear, I was a minor when all of this went down. A minor. Mrow is in his early 20s.
Yeah, exactly. So, Chris Tyson, who was a full-grown adult at the time, saying that he was gonna basically get cucked. For some reason, that's a situation like better than mute. It just exists. You get what I'm saying? I can't. My words are not working tonight. But when
No, Landon, it's okay because if he's friends with Chris Tyson, then he can get that Mr. Beast money.
Oh yeah.
I do want to say I'm looking at a Discord currently that is losing their minds because of this.
Oh really?
There is so much shit happening in the background right now over this.
What do you mean? What what do you mean?
There's people like, I'm not gonna say that word. There's people just losing their minds about the fact that I'm sorry, I already forgot your username. The owner or the creator of this video is even like talking to other people. Like there's genuinely like a fight that is splitting apart a Discord currently.
Right now? Over what?
Right now.
Wait, what? Really? Where?
Because there's like half the people in here that think that he's committed a cardinal sin for doing the moaning in a voice chat with a deafened 12-year-old. And then there's other people that are like, that's not even.
Cardinals. Who's
It's a community. I'm not gonna call anyone out unless they want to.
Okay. DM it to me real quick because I'm just curious and I'm nosy as hell.
Did I join?
Yes, you did.
Can I join? Can I?
No, you got banned.
Okay, but I mean, my point stands. Like, it's hypocritical to say Chris Tyson was in the clear for something arguably much more explicit and much worse, especially when the minor could hear what he was saying, and that's something Mrow defended compared to Viequi muting everyone, and then happens that Lieutenant Bucky was in this call. You get what I'm saying? There's a huge difference, and it's very hypocritical to accuse one of being a pedophile while adamantly defending the other. Dude was arguing for days defending Chris Tyson on here, and just Lolly in general, which is crazy. I think from my understanding, Mrow has walked back on this, but I think it's still a point that needs to be made because it's like, I mean, this was in July and we're in October, so it wasn't too long ago, and yet your points are just contradicting each other, and I think it's still a relevant thing to bring up. Anyways.
20s. Secondly, in the clip, ignore how I sound like that. I think I was sick, or something. I didn't moan once. I was being an absolute freak, don't get me wrong, but there wasn't any moaning to be heard. Thirdly, This wasn't my Discord server, it belonged to a friend. In fact, it happened in the same server and voice chat. Mrow repeatedly accused me of saying. Fourthly, I went out of my way to not only deafen the other minor in call, and everyone else in it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I went out of my way to deafen everyone but me and Mrow. As in, they can't hear anything spoken within the call.
Moaned in a VC with Lieutenant Bucky, who was at the time 12 years old. My claim was he moaned in a VC with a 12-year-old. Moaning in a VC with a 12-year-old.
Mrow deliberately left out the fact all the other participants were deafened. They couldn't hear anything. This is bad faith, and you cannot convince me other.
Yeah, I do agree it's bad faith. Yeah.
Otherwise, quite literally no one would know what transpired within the time frame, unless Mrow was to tell them, and I can assure you, I had no...
What is this stream? What am I watching? Wouldn't you like to... dude, we're getting into it right now. We are only 8 minutes into this 30-minute video, and we've already covered... I don't even we've already covered the Chris Tyson shit, and we've also touched on... it's not even... I don't even think you, moaning was the big point of it. You were whispering. So
yeah.
I don't know where the moaning thing came from, but it was whispering to Mrow. So, yeah.
Intent of doing so. Ironically, Mrow was the one to tell everyone what transpired upon being undeafened.
Elfish, you didn't miss much. Started moaning.
Okay, well, yeah, there's my point from earlier. There is no way that Lieutenant Bucky, the 12-year-old, could have known about this situation unless Mrow said something, which he immediately says. He immediately says something after everyone is undeafened. Is that not...
And it's...
you are literally creating the situation here.
Yeah. And it's honestly crazy, because when I call him out for being bad faith on that situation, because he would never say that everyone was deafened, he was like, do you even know the definition of bad faith? I give the definition.
He pulls that card all the time.
I give the definition. And he's like, that's not the definition. It's literally the exact definition. And I have Amos look it up just to confirm with him. And he's like, well, that's not the actual definition. And then he gives a fucking random-ass definition off the top of his head.
Gotcha. Okay, so let me look at Manly Clears here, talking about Domino. Domino is a commentary YouTuber. Mrow found Domino annoying. He tends to be a troll sometimes. He went on Himpleton's stream. It was an 11-hour stream, claimed Domino doxed Augie RFC. He admitted that was a lie on today's stream. His friend Amos started an alleged harassment campaign against Domino with 10 other YouTubers, claiming he sent CP, and later said this was a lie. What the fuck?
Oh, yikes.
See, I'm fine with Amos. I'm chill with Amos. Where the fuck is... What the fuck? Can we get some more context for this? Isn't Domino in the server?
Yeah.
Domino, if you're
Amos
watching
right.
and want to join, I would love to hear your side of this, because I don't have any problem with Amos. I have a problem with morale. Okay.
Literally no one would have known what transpired while they were deafened if Mrow didn't run to tell them. Imagine attempting to paint me as a predator when you're the one who told the other minor what happened. You can call me a weirdo, a freak, I do not care, but attempting to call me a predator for this is ridiculous. Especially considering, I was a literal minor. Like.
Nothing pisses me off more than when people just get so into the facade of predator catching online that they somehow go so backwards that they call a minor a pedophile. I have seen that happen so many times. Obviously, there's situations where minors can be weird, but obviously, legally, they can't be considered a pedophile.
Yeah. I also think it's important to remember, I can send a screenshot of this. Amos and Mrow are, known to not like CV, and Ace Howler even confirmed that in a group chat with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Mrow just tends to hate random people, from my understanding. He's just a hateful person. I don't know what else to put it, but I don't. Dude is just I don't know.
Imagine this.
I mean,
it's a Friday night.
What's up?
I mean, Mrow actually doesn't like me. There's a little story behind that actually. If you don't mind me saying it.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
There's a little story. So, he made a tweet complaining about how Paulo made several videos covering allegations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I basically DM'd him, asking him like why he thought this way, and TLDR, we did agree. He started shouting me in the DMs, and then we stopped DMing each other after that. So I assume that's where it started.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so it was just some petty shit. I have heard behind the scenes, like, I even have screenshots. I know he doesn't like me. I don't care. I've seen him shit talking. I've heard him shit talking. It just happens. Dude is just a hateful person. I don't know what else to say.
Two parents put their child to sleep, lock their room door, and get down. The child cannot hear, nor see what transpired in the bedroom. They only know if one of the parents outright told them. Does this make the parents predators? Since I know Mrow just loves his hypotheticals. This case doesn't even apply, considering I wasn't even an adult at the time. Not to mention, this is also...
A Vicky and Mrow, shipping. Yeah, I'm shipping you guys. You guys are the
parent predators.
Yeah.
Since I know Mrow just loves his hypotheticals. This case doesn't even apply, considering I wasn't even an adult at the time. Not to mention, this is also on Discord. But mirroring the situations, Mrow was the one who told the other minor within the call. He actively went out of his way to do this. In the recording you not only see them deafened, but you see me doing it. Like, this is a very straightforward concept to understand.
Yeah.
I wanted to get very freaky, and specifically made it so everyone, but Mrow, could be unfortunate enough to have his eardrums assaulted.
I wanted to get very freaky, so I... That's a crazy way to open that. That's insane.
You incessantly accused me of a serious crime, despite the fact I made it transparent. I was uncomfortable. In return, I act like a freak to you in VC. I'm no merchant, but I think it's a fair transaction. Should I have done this? Most definitely not. I take full accountability for this, and to be frank, I don't have any excuses. What I did was extremely weird, and I'll gladly reiterate, the intent was never, under any circumstances, towards the other minor, but Mrow. I'm not justifying the fact I did this, but merely explaining how this isn't predatory whatsoever. The clip still makes me cringe whenever I listen to it, as when I had it sent to me after about 5 months, I wanted to curl up into a ball and implode. I was quite literally having a Homelander mental breakdown moment. I never cringed so hard before. But I digress. Just one more time in case we're unsure. In the same call, Mrow accused and humiliated me for SA and being SA'd. I assume I did this as a form of retaliation, which I increasingly regret. No idea what I...
So, let me get this straight. After the, like, whispering incident, right, he started going on, like, he started harassing you because you said you were a, CSA survivor?
Wait, could you say that again?
So,
could you ask that again?
After the whispering situation, Morale started you said you were a CSA survivor, and then he started, like, going after you?
I'm pretty sure
is that
no, I'm pretty sure that the whispering situation happened afterwards.
Okay.
I was thinking. The other minor heard, quite literally, nothing of the aforementioned clip. The only person who did was me, and...
Do you guys know each other? Like, Mr. Bucky's in the chat, Sophie is in the... I don't know who this person is. I just read in the chat. They're saying, hey, Crow, hey, didn't expect to see So, are these all people that just know each other? I assume?
Soph is like a well-known, art commentary person, I guess? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mrow, so the fact he attempted to paint such a narrative, over such a long time frame, and on stream, is nothing short of shameful. The stream was 5 hours long, he appeared at about the 2-hour mark, so this roughly went on for just under 3 hours.
Trivial allegations.
As it happened, Mrow invited his friends to the server as the incident went down, and they had this to say regarding the minor.
What if they call Lieutenant Bucky Lieutenant Fucky?
Whoa! Whoa!
What? Dude, it's just dark humor.
He's a minor.
Yeah.
Dark humor, no.
You guys are all woke liberals.
Where are you guys sitting in a... Like, I don't understand sitting in a call with... like, respectfully, and I know Bucky's in chat, so I mean this, like, respectfully. Why are, like... What kind of, like, situation do you have something in common to have a conversation with, like, someone who's, like... How old is Bucky? Like, 13? Was it?
12 during this, and I think he's 13 now. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. Personally, I would never like, especially like, I don't know how old you guys are, but like, and I don't know fully the situation here, but like, being in a call with someone who's 12 at the time, and meanwhile Mrow is mid-20s, and I'm not saying that to single out Mrow in this situation specifically. I just mean for anyone here that's like an adult, that's like a little like.
I can kind of understand why it would happen. There's been a couple times in Discord servers where it'll be me and a big group of my friends, in just like a public server that's very heavily leaning towards like mostly adult in who's in the server, but then there's like that one 12 or 13-year-old that's just there, and like nobody really likes them, but they're not really doing anything wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I guess
I think
so.
it's more of. I think it's just more of a community thing that he's just in the community, so he's in a bunch of these servers.
Yeah.
Okay. Morale hitting up the young ones, they're more ripe. Okay. Again, I don't think Morale, I want to preface this again, I don't think Morale's a pedo in any way. I don't see any evidence to make that, you know. There are certainly situations where dude has been weird, not necessarily toward minors, but like he is weird as hell around a bunch, like he's just weird around women just in general, from my understanding. He has gone out of his way to DM a ton of just women in the community, and they have all just, for the most part, just said that this dude is a creep. I don't know that I want to bring it up entirely right now, like the exact situation, because I don't know if it's a major point, right? But like, at the very least, in my opinion, this dude is a creep. Especially with the aspect earlier saying that you're okay. With the aspect earlier of just him not respecting boundaries either. I've seen that like just front and center in some of these too. So that's where I'm at right now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Chris, play.
Hold on, I'm doing a DM real quick.
Guys, listen to this. He's DMing people during the stream. Like, can you believe how lazy this YouTuber is? Not giving
actually
full
friends.
attention.
Okay, we're watching. Shut up.
They were
Shut
interacting throughout the call.
Are you on the job right now?
When they master debaters till I live. Oh my god.
Okay.
Elvis, I found another cool video.
And I was talking about my main channel with like 181 subs.
That also sounds like a child. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to begin to.
Content that you watch.
They probably
I
are.
find it insane how I not once spoke to LT Bucky, the other minor in question, and yet I'm dubbed a predator. But Mrow's friend says this, directly to them by the way, and it sweeps under the rug. I just cannot fathom how you can excuse this, but proceeded to spend just under 3 hours, painting me as a predator on stream. By your own logic, Mrow, you're friends with a predator. But of course, there's no point arguing this, as Mrow will just claim it's a joke.
Real, yeah. Yeah, that was the exact point I made before this stream started, is that Morale just says every outlandish thing he says is a joke. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have experience with that, but...
Probably really bad to moan and talk or joke or act sexually in a VC with a 12-year-old in it.
That's not it either, as Mrow, unsurprisingly, lied again. Within the stream, Mrow adamantly stated he left the VC after the freaky exchange took place, which isn't true.
No, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Anyway, no, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
It was weird, then why would you stick around for that kind of behavior? I don't understand that.
I mean, I didn't. That's why the clip's so short.
You didn't? Is there any evidence that you didn't? Just like
okay, so I really hold on. I really like the argument that you're doing right now, right? Because it proves to me that undoubtedly you are bad faith, and you actually don't really know what you're talking about.
Undoubtedly, you are bad faith. I really like the argument. Have you seen that video of like the predator getting caught, and it's like, you know, I really like what you guys are doing. I really like what you guys are doing here.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and it's just...
But the fact he thinks asking for evidence, because, you know, you never fucking know what people have recorded. He thinks that's bad faith. That's insane.
Yeah, there are situations that I've seen, where I'm trying to find that video, but nothing's coming up. Okay, whatever. Relax, liberals. It's just dark humor. Okay. Morale's a furry, but denies it. You know, who knows?
Like at all, right? You asked me to prove something that doesn't exist. You're asking me to prove that I have something that simply does not exist. I can't prove that I was in the call longer than that because, and this is gonna be a shocker. I apologize. Like brace your, like grab the bottom of your chair really quick if you want to. Like they're gonna shock you because it just doesn't exist. You can't make a statement or an argument to prove something did or didn't exist if there's no basis in reality, right? So like, no, obviously I don't have any proof that I left the state because I didn't. Hey, I left. That's why I put it so short. If you're going to be arguing like, stay after that and indulge in the mowing of the road or whatever, like, I don't know what to tell you.
So that was a lie. Anyway, now that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
So there's the proof. I didn't even connect the dots on my first watch through of this. I didn't understand that was the point you were making, but holy shit. Yeah, so he stayed in the call for several minutes afterwards too. Okay, there's the proof. There's the I hate to see how bad faith you are because the proof just doesn't exist. I can't prove it. There's the proof. There's the proof, dog. Okay. Commentary people love the word bad faith. Yeah, no, I've had a couple conversations with other commentary channels today about this live stream to make sure that I also wasn't deemed as bad faith or whatever. Just for having this stream in general. I don't see the problem with it. I really don't. We're in commentary. It's like, you know, it's... Okay, hold on. Okay, this guy... So, there was a 14-year-old, too, from what Silo Bucky is saying. Let's see. Which, by the way, respectfully, this, I'm gonna stand by my points here. Bucky, I didn't realize that was your Discord account, so, and the server's 18+, so I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to, yeah, I'm sorry, but I gotta stand by it. I gotta, you know, if I'm making the point that he probably shouldn't be in a call with someone who's 13, then I probably shouldn't allow someone who's 13 in the server, especially when it's 18+. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna make that point. Anyways. You can still stick around for the stream and all that. You can't, you know, I can't be in the Discord. I'm sorry.
This wouldn't necessarily be much of an issue if he didn't put so much emphasis on it. He really tried to nail this point home, despite the fact he stayed for over 6 minutes in the video.
Okay, so someone's talking about Himpleton streams and the Domino situation. Do we want to pivot to the Domino stuff real quick? So I know what's going on with more context, because I'm curious as to what Amos's involvement is here. And also, obviously, Morale's, but like Amos, I'm still cool with. If there's a situation, your server's 18+, is that why I got booted? I rejoined. The server's 18+, it's in the rules. Respectfully, it's nothing against you guys. I just, you know, with the topics that are being discussed, again, standing by what I'm saying here, it's 18+. We don't need, you know. Mrow is a very debate bro type of person without any intellect to back it up. You know what? I can get behind that. I can get behind that idea because dude just, I will give him credit. He knows how to debate and he knows how to make his point come off in the way that he wants, right? There's a situation that I want to go over later that involves a debate that happened on one of the Himpleton streams where Grace, one of the people that are involved later down the line, got a little bit more worked up than Morale, and so in turn it made Morale kind of look like he was winning, even though the points Mal were bringing up just weren't there, in my opinion. They just weren't, you know, good. From what Amos, from what I've seen, he banded together with 15+ people to grab the IP and of an alleged Domino sent. Are you saying Amos IP grabbed Domino and then said that he sent illegal material? What? That's a crazy allegation. That's insane. Okay, anyways.
VC afterwards. The only reason it's 6 minutes, and not more, is due to the fact I kicked him from the server at the end.
Okay, so there's more proof he was. Okay.
I mean,
Oh, hi Rosie. Thank you for the $5, dude. Oh my god. I will text you back. I'm just using my phone as my camera, so that's why
It's
I'm
okay,
not.
Rosie. I'll text you back.
I meant to mention. I don't know if I mentioned that to you or not, but I'm using my phone as my camera, so I'm sorry if I haven't texted you back. Thank you for the $5. One of Amos's friends grabbed his IP. Kumo put a segment in one of his videos showing an attempt to threaten him with his IP. Okay, someone link this to me, because if Amos was involved in a situation where an IP was grabbed, then that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Rosie giving her boyfriend $5 is crazy work. I know, it's gonna go right back into me buying her coffee later. So it's like it works, you know.
You sound like one of those that got raped. Apparently, so it's just what's been.
You just disconnected.
Hold on, my YouTube's bugging out.
Buddy, why'd you kick me? Did that set you? Did that get you?
You lost like a little girl.
You can't make CV mad, man.
You lost
Okay, so he
It was
just keeps
clear
getting
he had
kicked.
no
Okay.
intention of leaving, so I'm unsure as to why his story is suddenly changing now. The fact he lied about this, something as insignificant as leaving a Discord call, really makes you think what else he's lying about. Adding on to his bad
Real.
faith spree.
I agree with that.
In the stream, Mrow insinuated the other minor present wasn't deafened.
Eventually, down the line, ZV ended up moaning in that call, right?
Okay.
It wasn't moaning, it was whispering.
And was it directed towards the child? Did the child hear curiosity?
I don't know. I wouldn't be the one to.
Okay, alright. Viequi literally said to Mrow that the minor was deafened. The minors were deafened. Mrow could literally see that on his screen. The fact he omitted that information is crazy. That just shows how, like, if he's talking about bad faith, holy shit. Like, that's hella bad faith.
Ask there. I'm sure he's in the chat, so you can probably ask him.
Okay, so I was shown a clip that the children were muted, right? Most of everybody except for one person was muted and deafened.
Ignoring how Mrow purposely left out the fact everyone.
Mrow made weird claims against me. I don't like Mrow. Yeah, he does that.
But me and him were deafened. This is immensely bad faith. It is common knowledge they were unable to hear. In fact, in the clip Mrow was passing around like flyers, you can visibly see every.
Yeah, Mrow, I don't know entirely how this deal, like, okay, I mean, this is a topic that we could discuss, I guess, but Mrow retweeted Teen Titans inflation pictures, if you know what that is, you know what that is, of Starfire and Raven. But again, he hid behind the excuse that it was a joke. He does that a lot. There was another instance where I think it was a picture, I don't know if, off the top of my head, it was a picture of a Dragon Ball Z character that was 15. Also inflation stuff, I guess. I believe. I don't know if inflation would be the... I don't know the terminology here. It was them pregnant. It was just pregnant pictures.
That would be impregnation.
Impregnation. Okay. Okay. Has
Different,
anyone
but
made
similar.
allegations against me? No. I mean, other than Charlie, I don't know if you guys remember Charlie, but we shut those down in a Master Debaters real quick. And then he took down the video, so they didn't stick. It's just ironic Shada. Okay, yeah, I guess... Okay.
Everyone else deafened. This statement solely exists to muddy the water, and he knows it. Besides that, the minor themselves went out of their way to testify against this as well.
Oh, yeah, there's Bucky. Okay.
To finish
he tried to get me banned from Himpleton's streams where he frequent most and is an admin. Tried to ban me, but thankfully Himpleton took his admin away.
this segment up.
Yeah, from my understanding, Himpleton is, like, good with Mrow? I haven't interacted with Himpleton. I've heard his name thrown around a lot, but I don't know who it is.
Graceful commissioned his channel artist, I repeat, his channel artist, for a video thumbnail. Said artwork then eventually found its way to Mrow. He had this to say upon seeing it.
You gonna share it with the class or what?
I'm gonna give it to Amos's DMs.
Jesus, such a little gatekeeper.
Oh, who drew that? Fuck me.
Amos, what is it?
I'll show you, Mrow. What the f?
Send it to me too.
I feel uncomfortable.
Oh.
Was that the one of them kissing?
Right. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I
And
know
then
exactly
they
what
had
that
the
is.
audacity. They had the audacity to call that NSFW.
Dude, I hate that.
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
totally.
Oh my god. They want to call that NSFW, but they
Okay,
literally
do
sat
you
in a
guys want to see that?
2-hour,
This-
2-hour argument with me
Show
about
us this dirty,
thumbnails.
dirty NSFW heart emoji.
This is the NSFW thumbnail. We'll make it
If
bigger.
you watch
Hold
my
on.
channel, you
We'll make sure that everyone can see this NSFW thumbnail that is somehow still allowed on YouTube. It's them kissing.
Oh
Like,
god,
it's-
so dirty.
it's-
so
Dude,
horrible.
this is straight up. I can't believe that a
This is-
content creator would put this on YouTube.
This is the worst kind of content.
This is horrific.
Dude. I can't believe you.
Elsa Gate levels. Holy
yeah,
hell.
Yeah, it's awful.
God, God.
The person you're defending from being a just drew like NSFW and sent it to you.
Dude, he's reaching so much. That's crazy.
Which, keep in mind, this is even more bad faith because fucking ZB wasn't even the one that drew it. And if you go to Graceful's channel, that's mostly the art on there. That kind of fucking art style.
Cool. Awesome. So
It's
yeah.
even more. It's worse than that. 2 days prior to this whole Graceful situation happening, he went on to Himpleton's stream and argued against that exact point with me, because I called out another creator for having hypersexualized thumbnails, and he was like, "If this is hypersexualized, everything on YouTube is bad and needs to go." I was like, "What? There's actual like tits in these thumbnails."
But then calling that NSFW.
They're calling that NSFW, and they want to morally grandstand on it.
He made that same I'm seeing it's the double standardness. It's the double standard because he used the same double standard logic for the Chris Tyson situation and that voice call. It's just he picks and chooses his targets and how he wants to warp the argument in his favor. He never stands by consistently with his arguments and the way he feels about shit.
You're really making a great case for your best friend ZV.
Get out my face with that. Get out my face with that.
I do want to dive into the Domino stuff. I am really curious as to like, I want to either talk to
sounds
Domino
insane.
or see who like if someone wants to come on or got a video explaining it or any of that. I don't care. Mrow is so dumb he called someone Jeffrey
Crap.
Epstein. Yeah, didn't he call Void Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hopped into my server, called me the Jeffrey Epstein, then called me retarded, and then I had to ban him because I found out all of the other stuff about him.
That's fire. That's awesome. Okay.
Firstly, them not showing the artwork on stream was definitely disingenuous. They made it out to be something graphic, when in reality, it's literally artwork of 2 adults
Oh,
kissing.
well, they show it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, NSFW, guys. It's kissing. It's kissing, and it doesn't even show the lips. It's a heart, dog. It's not even, like fully shown.
Said kissing
Are we gonna
was
call
also
like
censored,
Disney
by the way.
fucking movies NSFW now?
Yeah, is kissing, is kissing too bad, dude?
Oh my god, every Disney film with a princess in it is just, oh my god, it's too much.
NSFW, it's fucking porn, dude.
Literally.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
If you see this, and immediately think of NSFW, I don't think there's any saving you. Mrow is the kind of person to see 2 parents kissing in front of their kids, and call them
I love how we're, like, almost predicting the points before they're made in the video.
predators. Not to mention, the elephant in the room. This isn't even my art style, not even close. The fact he saw this, and instantaneously jumped to the conclusion I drew it, is exceedingly deceitful. I refuse to believe this isn't intentional either, as Mrow claimed he saw Graceful's content prior, to the point where he joined his server, and asked him if he wanted to join his stream, to discuss a certain situation.
Yeah, Morale just constantly asks people to join the stream, by the way. I was going through his Twitter, and it was constantly just anyone on Twitter that he, like, remotely, like, disagreed with or anything like that. He's like, do you want to come on stream and talk about it? Do you want to come on stream? And it was just, whatever. I mean, you can, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I'm just pointing it out.
Also, Graceful, I literally DM'd you and asked you to come on my stream, and you said yes. So what's different about this? Graceful, I'm a little disappointed because you've made your like YouTube persona like a debate bro. You're like debating lol.
That's ironic.
And debating pro
Yeah.
shippers and stuff, and then you can't come onto a stream to express your opinion on something like this. I mean, to be honest, it's a little disappointing with the Graceful guy because his videos aren't like bad. Like he was making alright videos.
Knowing this, he had to have seen the thumbnails, most of which are custom art, and put 2 and 2 together. It's quite clear there was intent by this decision. Mrow isn't an idiot. I don't doubt his intelligence in the slightest. Following this, he also accused me of drawing softcore and sending it to a server full of minors. When asked for evidence regarding this, he had this to say.
If you send softcore that you draw in a server with a 12-year-old, then you're morally inapt. I think VK is a disgusting individual.
Is it the 12-year-old, like, Bucky again? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's focusing on Bucky and just saying, he's basically just saying that he sent it in a server, which he had no proof for.
Was it the same art, the same kissing art, or was it different?
No, he's talking about something else. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Is it shown in the video, or no?
No.
So this is just some random shit.
It's just some allegation he threw out there.
Gotcha.
There are receipts for there being like software posted inside of the server, or
absolutely not. I did not archive it because I did not assume.
Is there any proof of this being sent in a server? Absolutely not.
That like 6 months later I'd be in a Discord debate. So if you want, we can just throw that one out the window. I have no proof to back that up other than anecdotal evidence of other people that were there. On top of that, which is something I can't prove, so maybe it's anecdotal, we don't even have to talk about it if you don't want to, but sending softcore in a server with a 12-year-old, let alone multiple other minors in that.
So what is Morale's definition of softcore? Because
Exactly.
apparently this is NSFW. So what is softcore?
Dude, it's so fucking strange to me that he's considering that softcore and then is saying that they sent softcore something into a server. The argument we got into was from some of you remember the thumbnails I sent you in DMs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the stem of the argument. That's apparently not NSFW.
So okay, we're gonna go ahead and show these because like
for it.
They're on YouTube. I'm not necessarily worried about it. But you're saying these are like, what was the argument being made? These are worse, or these? Yeah,
no,
he said these
he straight up said that
NSFW.
these are not bad at all, and that by my argument, everything on YouTube needs to go.
But apparently, when it involves him and Amos kissing, it's
apparently that's NSFW, and that's horrific. But when it comes down to a literal child content creator making thumbnails like that and talking about OnlyFans models to his clear child audience, that's not bad.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I'm gonna be real.
According to Ace, Amos got caught off guard by him saying that, but didn't say anything on the live.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I don't know. I feel there's a point made later. I forget in which video, but actually we'll get into it once we're done. We'll get into
that's
it once
probably really gross.
No, stop. Think of the children.
Knowing he sees literal kissing as NSFW, doesn't have proof to support this claim. I have reason to believe this is being over-exaggerated, especially due to how willing he was to dismiss it. You can't accuse someone of something, and when asked for proof, pretend that claim doesn't exist anymore. Just a shame one of the main hosts, Amos, was present, and barely fact-checked any of Mrow's statements. That's not to say he never fact-checked, but a decent amount did in fact slip through the cracks. You'll see why this is a bigger problem later.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of surprised him and Amos are, like, friends again. Because, like, during the Chris Tyson situation, it seemed like they were, like, at odds, like, pretty bad. Because Morale just went through just, like, I don't know, just defending Chris Tyson adamantly. Again, they've backtracked that point. They've conceded it. But, like, even, like, I don't know what's the quickest way to get to it. Let me see if... Nah, never mind. But, like, they were arguing, too, in DM. So I don't understand why Amos is still hanging around him. I don't have a problem with Amos personally. I don't... It does kind of, like, especially... I don't know. After hearing the situation where... the Domino thing, I want more context of the Domino stuff. Like, because that would certainly affect my opinion in some way. But we can get into that in a little bit.
He actively platformed someone who only sought to slander my name. Alas, this perfectly leads to the next segment.
I really, just FYI, I really like the, whatever you do with your title cards. Like, I just like the vibe of it. I don't know.
Really?
Firstly, remember how I stated Mrow ridiculed me after I made it clear I was uncomfortable by his remarks regarding SA? Turns out, Mrow is no stranger to making jokes related to it. I don't think this needs narration, the screenshots speak.
Yeah, there's a ton of this stuff. I mean, hell, we have a fucking slideshow of his most fire tweets right above us. If you're interested in any of his fire tweets, just watch the slideshow that's above me right now. We have a folder of about 20 or 30 fire Mrow quotes here. That if you're interested, you know, in any of the degenerate shit that he says, it's right above me.
For themselves.
Yeah, that's another one. I didn't include that one.
As a matter of fact, Mrow is so notorious when it comes to making jokes such as these that even people completely irrelevant to the situation are aware of it.
Oh, there's Sophie. That's that one person that was in chat, right? Maybe? Sophia?
I think
Soph? Huh,
person.
okay.
It's one thing to make jokes about SA, but to then do it towards a literal survivor of it, who also made it transparent they were uncomfortable, makes me sick to my stomach. Though, this won't be it to his disturbing patterns throughout the video. For instance, laughing at people in vulnerable positions isn't new to him either, as there's a clip where another YouTuber, Parlo, who has a long, extensive history of episodes, to put it bluntly, he is not mentally well, admitted on a stream he was going to unalive himself. Mrow took the opportunity to laugh and mock him.
Oh my god.
He wants to keep himself in front of 1,000 children on live stream because of his YouTube video.
Okay, so Parlo is a special situation because Parlo has been known to, at least from what I've been told, I don't follow Parlo too much, but to my knowledge, I think he has suicide-baited several times. Yeah. So I don't know if this is a good point to be making here. I mean, obviously, like, if you didn't know that context or anything like that, like, I understand that, but, like, I don't know that this is the best point, because I've seen these clips, we can play the clips, but they just don't really, in my opinion, they're not, it's kind of a nothing burger, because Parlo is just kind of, he's suicide baited on multiple occasions, which I understand the sentiment of just like, you know, hey, we probably shouldn't be targeting these people who are mentally unwell, which obviously you shouldn't, but Parlo has done this on several occasions. And that also doesn't justify Morale's behavior here, because at that point, you should just leave it alone. If someone's threatening that, you definitely shouldn't be trying to egg them on in any way, right? But we got, I don't think Morale was going to push Parlo to do anything in this situation. I don't know.
No, it's just not what's happening. Like, you're taking the piss out of it right now.
Hey, that's literally what you said.
First of all, you're saying it's a threat. It's not a threat. Second of all, you're construing it.
It's not a threat. So you're saying it's something that you're 1,000% going to do.
Oh, I absolutely am the way things are going. It's not a threat.
It's exceedingly clear Parlo wasn't in the right headspace, especially due to the incessant harassment he's been getting his way for years now, so this behavior is just revolting. I'm no super fan of Parlo or anything, nor am I saying for anyone present to be his personal therapist, but there was absolutely nothing stopping Mrow.
Did he really lose 200 subs in a day? That's fucking crazy, holy shit.
And the others, from simply leaving him alone. The guy has gone through so much, been doxxed, falsely accused, stalked, harassed, and more. How can you see someone like this, and only serve to not only contribute to, but worsen his worries? I cannot stress this enough, genuinely, what is wrong with you? That said, I'm not excusing the fact he baited unaliving himself, but seeing everything he's going through, it's abundantly clear what he needed was help, severely. You berating and making a joke out of him was profoundly unproductive to resolving the situation. To top this off, there are allegations Mrow harassed one of Major Klug's victims on stream.
Okay, I don't know the Major Klug situation. What is the best way someone could describe this to me in a way that isn't gonna make my brain go numb? What is the best way that this situation could be explained to me here?
What I know is Major Klug, pedo, first two victims, Mrow was defending Major Klug because there wasn't enough evidence. But he apparently went out of his way to harass one of the victims.
Okay, because I remember, so I don't know. I remember there being a situation, like, I could be wrong, but, like, the way it was described to me earlier today, I do remember that someone said the first 2 claims were kind of shit against Major Klug, but the third one had enough evidence behind it that it was like, okay, this guy's a creep. This guy's, you know, that's how Ace Howler explained it to me earlier. So I don't know if that's, I don't know. But that being said, if he went after one of the victims, then that's like, I look scarily like your brother. Okay. Anyways, I don't know.
Prep for a derailment. There might be an active thing behind the scenes trying to get into the fucking stream.
Oh, okay. In what context? What's the context here?
I don't know. I'm seeing in this other Discord some people talking about some stuff.
Okay. Could you DM it to me? Just so I'm prepared? Okay. Anyways.
For those who don't know, Major Klug was exposed for grooming and an array of other things. These allegations were then corroborated by another user on Twitter.
This commentary YouTuber who defends Major Klug has decided to harass one of the victims who's 12 years old when Klug groomed them. Here's stream starting right now. Okay.
Now delete.
Okay, even in the obviously the screenshot's been cropped, but assuming this is a situation where this screenshot was from was DM'd to a 12-year-old, why the fuck are you DMing that to a 12-year-old?
All right, so the 12 when they were groomed by Major Klug or whatever, apparently they were 12, but during this they were 16, and Mrow also had them on their live to harass them.
What the fuck? So what the fuck? What is with calling in I don't.
I know there's screenshots of his chat just absolutely going in on them.
There's shit you gotta lay off of. You shouldn't be in calls with 12-year-olds. Respectfully, Bucky. That's and anyone else who is under 18. You, as someone who's mid-20s, I'm not mid-20s. I'm saying Morale's mid-20s. Someone who's mid-20s shouldn't be going after and harassing 16-year-olds for something that happened when they were 12. No matter the context there. What the fuck? He was 15, but he harassed me when I was 12, I was 15 when he harassed me, but 12 when groomed. So he was 15. What the fuck is he doing messaging a 15-year-old to harass them about an experience they had when they were 12? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's...
thread. After getting in contact with the victim, they presented screenshots of the alleged stream, showing how not only the title deprecated the victim, but so were the stream chat. Not only were they allegedly a victim of a literal predator, but...
So if anyone Hempleton viewers, I don't know the context between Hempleton, right? I don't know who this dude is. I've heard his name thrown around. And I know he associates with Mrow. If any one of you want to come in and talk about this, the stream is called Master Debaters, dog. Come debate your point. I literally don't give a shit. Because I having an opposing viewpoint here is fine, and I kind of encourage that so I can get both POVs here. That being said, I think it's very cringe how he harassed a 16-year-old for something, or a 15-year-old that happened when they were 12. I think that's kind of pathetic, actually.
They also had a commentary YouTuber who covers such topics proceed to supposedly harass them on a stream, all in front of their audience. What makes this worse is how they claimed there was more than one stream, not just one. This behavior was exhibited in. Nevertheless, I found this screenshot from September 9th, 2023, which stated Mrow's entire channel was demonetized for specifically harmful or hate.
I don't think that's a real screenshot. I could be wrong, I could be completely wrong, but I was associating with Mrow at the time. I knew Mrow last year, September. So he showed me his stats before. I don't think he ever got demonetized. So someone wants to speak. Chris here wants to speak, and I think is a Hempleton viewer, correct? From my understanding, I just sent you an invite to speak. So if you want to join, it's up to you. But I want to hear your guys' point because I don't know.
I mean, the screenshot is from a screen recording, so.
Okay, Chris is in here.
Paying real money for somebody to kill Mrow in real life.
Broski, what?
Flash J. Flash J.
Okay. What the fuck?
Oh.
Okay, no one. Okay, ignore that. Anyways, we're not doing that. That's not cool.
Letting you
not
know,
going to
there
encourage that.
a lot of the Himpleton viewers are just gonna troll.
Gotcha. Okay.
As well.
If they're not gonna have like actual opposing points, then like whatever. Like.
Hateful content. After asking when said harassment stream took place, they responded with, potentially September, and even stated they had a stream reported. This isn't concrete, but the dates and context match up, especially considering Mrow not only made streams centered around Major Klug before, but also admitted to defending him at one point as well.
First, Major Klug, yeah, I did defend him when it was the first two like victims, right? Because I don't think what he did there was like super bad. I don't think there's any evidence to suggest that. This was before the third girl. Going by Madison.
There's also a screenshot out there of him saying that he never defended Major Klug. I would have to go look for it. I don't know where the fuck that is, but that is out there.
Okay. So people are saying that this Chris guy is gonna try to use that to get the stream taken down. Okay. We'll see what happens. Yeah, good shit. Good. It's really showing how, great of a community that is, actually. Anyways. We're gonna move past this bit.
Also said of the supposed stream was one of them, and now it's private, so, Mrow?
What appears to have happened is, Mrow had a stream in around September, supposedly bullying one of Major Klug's victims, as he believed Klug was innocent at the time, and after the victim had it reported, he received a guideline strike. Considering his track record, I can't say I don't believe this. Thirdly, he appears to like inappropriate drawings of underage characters. Case in point, he liked and retweeted literal fetish artwork.
Okay, yeah, there is the impregnation stuff of of Teen Titans shit, so that's cool.
Starfire and Raven, either pregnant or with inflated stomachs. He then posted this image of Pan from Dragon Ball GT, who is 14.
There's the 14.
Lastly, he just outright stated,
I love pregnant teenagers.
Are you out of your mind right now?
This tweet was replying to the one referring to the Teen Titans like, and retweet by the way. Joking or not, I do not care. This isn't dark humor. This is repulsive. Now, I want to bring up Amos again, just momentarily. The fact he responded to this tweet and turned a blind eye to Mrow's behavior on a live stream, he's a...
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that taking people here are a good idea now, because if they're just going to use that to take the stream down, then I don't know if that's a good idea to have people in. If it's going to be that kind of audience, then like I don't know that taking viewer calls is a great idea. That's just where I'm at right now.
That is really dirty.
Yeah, hold on. I got an idea. Hold on. Alright. I just invited Lumpy Willie to speak. What's up? Hi. Close.
Their side. So wait, so like what happened? What can I just get the basic rundown of this?
So where are you at in the timeline? I don't know what Himpleton's involvement even is with this. I just know Himpleton is like involved somehow. Okay,
Himpleton is just whatever. I guess like they're defending Mrow, obviously because what's it called? They're like friends or whatever. But I just don't know the other side. I just know Mrow called.
Oh, dude,
like,
thank you for the $2. Appreciate that.
I know Mrow called some dude like a pedophile or something like that. That's like the only part of it that I know. But I just don't know what else happened.
I don't think Morale's a pedophile. I don't think that.
No. Not that Mrow is a pedophile, but Mrow called someone a pedophile.
Oh, Mrow called Viequi a pedophile because what happened, from my understanding, and based off of this video that we're watching right now, Viequi was in a voice call with Mrow, and then also a couple other of Morale's friends, plus a 12-year-old and 14-year-old. Viequi went through and deafened every single one of those, including the minors specifically. That's a major point, except for Mrow, and then had a conversation with Mrow where he was like, he was whispering, talking kind of sexually. He says freaky, basically. Like he describes it as freaky, the call, basically. But the 12-year-old had no idea this was happening, or the 14-year-old had no idea this was happening. And so, because they were deafened, they had no idea what the context was whatsoever. There was no possible way of them hearing this. And then Mrow, maliciously, in my opinion, omitted that fact when grilled about the information. Like, omitted that these minors were deafened, and then spread the allegations that Viequi started talking sexually with minors on the call.
Well, wasn't there also a thing where he was like debating that like graceful guy who made the video, and he was like trying to equate it to like it was the same as if it like some dude moaned in some like 12-year-old's ear in like a Walgreens or some shit like that.
A deaf 12-year-old.
Like a deaf kid?
Yeah.
That's completely different. That is entirely different.
Yeah, that's where I'm up to. I don't know. This is like
that's in a video that we haven't covered
not
yet.
to be like yeah, like not to like shit on this, but it's kind of like Spurg drama. But I love Spurg drama, so like
yeah, like I agree.
Nobody talks about it, so like I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the context of all this.
Yeah, that's the context here.
Okay, I know apparently this graceful guy's like 16 or some shit like that. Is that true?
That's what I've heard. I don't know for sure.
Yes, he is 16.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, in my opinion, like I don't think Mrow equating that to walking up to a deaf kid in Walgreens and then moaning in his ear is completely different than whispering in a call where they quite literally like had zero acknowledgement of what was happening whatsoever. Like that's like especially if you introduce the element of like, okay, well that example is in person, this example is over the phone with a screen in front of you where they literally had no idea what was happening or any context. Especially given the context that Mrow was the one that told the 15 and 14-year-old after the fact that this happened.
Interesting.
So that's where we're at right now.
Well, how big was this? Like, I know it was a public Discord server, but like, how big was this?
The call itself? The server?
No,
I don't know.
Not the call. The server itself.
The server was like it was Scorpy server. I don't know. I don't fuck with Scorpy. He's kind of spurred out in the past, so I don't. At least I might be thinking of someone else. I don't know. I don't really interact with him either way. That's where I'm at though. 55 members. Someone just said 55 members.
Oh, okay. That's a little. I don't know. I think having like kids in a fucking Discord server is like a little.
Yeah, that's the point I made earlier. If like this server is 18 plus. Okay, so crazy timing. Alive just said I was in the 14-year-old in that video. I'm sorry, but the server's 18 plus. I can't have you here. You can stick around the stream. I have no problem with you staying in the stream or talking in chat, but I can't have you in the server because it's 18 plus. I gotta stand by my points there. That's, you know.
Dude, you gotta get grooming victims, man.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Anyways, do you have any other questions before we keep going?
No, I just wanted to figure out what the fuck was going on, because I've been hearing about this for like the past like 3 days or something like that.
Yeah,
and I haven't really gotten anything.
Like I know Chud Logic covered it too. A little bit.
he watched like a little snippet of it.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna go a little more into it, but
he didn't really. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll keep going.
That's
Partial
pretty cool.
owner of.
All right,
It's genuinely
anyways,
disgusting. There is no room for excuses here. This is your own friend. You saw this tweet, joke or not. This is sickening. There's an insane double standard here. I know for a fact that if I made a joke of this caliber, I'd be criticized to oblivion. Though Mrow's obviously.
Yeah, I do find like I don't have a problem with Amos, right? I'm not like after Amos. I'm not, you know. But the fact that he excuses Morale's behavior just from innately being around him is kind of like, come on. Like, like specifically with this thing right here, Morale says, "I love pregnant teenagers." Fuck, you know. Amos says, question mark. Sorry, joking. Whatever. Even if you want to frame that as a joke, it's still kind of cringe. And then also like, with the situation where Mrow was defending Chris Tyson, and then Amos still kind of associating with him after the fact, even though there's quotes from that situation that I like this right here. It says it was not seen as child porn back then. Again, it was only fairly recently when Lolly was seen as super bad. Broski. Like, there's quotes like that, and you're still associating with this guy. Like, this is tweets from a while back, like July. Geo says, it's not small commentary. Shadman drew pornography depicting actual 12-year-old actors, as well as have drawn an insane amount of lolly porn. If you are a semi-functioning human being, you can tell that Shadman is a pedo, and has blatantly been a pedo for years. Morale says, and if you were around the internet for literally 5 minutes, you would notice that it wasn't seen as pedophilia until fairly recently, and a lot of YouTubers or internet personalities saw it as a shitpost. It was the norm in 2017 up until early 2019. That's fucking insane. Like, it's bad either way. Lolly, like, it's no, like, no matter if, like, you were watching creators in 2020, what was it, what 2019, 2017, even if you were watching creators then and they, like, interacted with that art, it doesn't make it less bad. Like, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Like, LollyCon is LollyCon, it's bad. Like, holy shit, you know, it's not that hard of a leap to make. Doesn't matter what time it was, it's drawn depictions of little children. Like, it's, you know.
This is sickening.
Anyways, back to my point. Crazy that Amos stands by Mrow even in that context. I mean, like, even knowing that, not defending that actual point, but, like, crazy that Amos still sticks around Mrow even after he said stuff like that. I think it's cringe.
There's an insane double standard here. I know for a fact that if I made a joke of this caliber, I'd be criticized to oblivion. Though, Mrow's obviously an exception. I'm sure they all have an excuse for him this time, and that's because they did. As following this, when bringing this very issue up to one of Mrow's friends, he was completely indifferent.
The clip you used is that of if people engage in lolicon, then they are pedos. Mrow said most of the time, the 2 lolly posts you found are clearly jokes if you don't act in bad faith. Okay, so they're saying the bad faith argument again. Holy shit. Holy shit.
How can you even claim that's bad faith? He spent so long arguing against that point.
Like, he literally spent, like, 2 days arguing in favor of Chris Tyson. And, like, how Lolly in 2017 was acceptable. Like, what, like, genuinely, what the fuck? I wonder if that's Himpleton. That is
Himpleton, yeah.
That is Himpleton? Well, that's crazy. Saying that was bad faith, like, I don't know. What was the pregnant stuff again? Yeah.
I assumed he...
Oh, shit, that's my bad.
Though, Mrow's obviously an exception. I'm sure they all have an excuse for him this time, and that's because they did. As following this...
Guys, it was a joke, I swear!
When bringing this very issue up to one of Mrow's...
You think that'll stand up in court? Do you think when... do you think if these DMs were shown in court, it was a joke, I swear, would be taken? Like...
Friends, he was completely indifferent. Did precisely what I assumed he would, and claimed it was a joke.
Oh, no. You see, the child, it was just...
Yeah, Viekwi cooked with this. I'm kind of surprised you guys didn't bring up... Is my chat broken? Is it? It's showing up fine for me. No, it's still working. But, like... I'm surprised you guys didn't bring up the Chris Tyson stuff. It was only a month prior to these DMs here. Where he was adamantly defending Chris Tyson and the use of lolly. So, I don't know. That might just be something that was looked over.
Just a goof. It was just for laughs, you know? Just, why aren't you laughing?
I will reiterate one last time. I do not care who first posted the Teen Titans fetish art. I don't care when it was uploaded. The fact Mrow thought it was appropriate to not only like, but then retweet this abhorrent garbage is...
Raven and Starfire are both in their teens. Obviously, the show is called Teen Titans, but from my understanding, the age is 14 to 16 throughout the whole series for both of those characters. So
insane. So knowing Mrow is just a little comedian, dare I say a little jester, let's briefly bring the essay situation back.
I looked it up beforehand just so I can make that point. I could be wrong on that. I just did a quick Google search.
His excuse for that is apparently the voice actor of Raven or something reposted that art too.
Yeah,
that was his excuse.
Freaky.
Tara Strong, is that the official Tara Strong account? Like, because I know for a fact that's the voice actor. Like, I like that show. Like, But Tara Strong also, I think she's like super, like.
She's really weird when it comes to interacting with the communities. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, she interacts regularly with the Brony community in a very similar way of like fan posting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. Anyways.
Not only like, but then retweet this abhorrent garbage, is insane. So knowing Mrow is just a little comedian, dare I say a little jester, let's briefly bring the essay situation back. So he thinks it's funny, humorous even, to make essay jokes around literal minors, one of which is a survivor of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why are you making essay jokes never mind.
Good to know. It even gets worse, considering he trickled down in the stream, stating,
He allegedly. Allegedly? No, this is
Alleged. Huh? He liked art of Raven and Starfire from the Teen Titans pregnant or something. I don't know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Aren't they like 14?
Mrow! They're probably like 9 or something. I don't give a shit. I just.
Okay. Alright, so on top of... This is the guy who screamed at Femios over, what was it? Not ethics. Fucking, shit. What was the word that was described? Starts with a C. Whatever. You're just how you're viewed in the public. That's what I'm gonna put it as. How the fuck do you think this, is viewing right now? Because not only have you defended Chris Tyson adamantly for several days, right? But then you go in and then you also Femios actually has like 40K now. Fuck, you just made me lose my point. But again, after defending Chris Tyson for forever, you say, "Oh, I don't care if they're 9." It's still fetish art of teenagers. So
I just thought the picture was funny. They're probably like 9 or something. They're probably like 9 or something.
Optics. That's the word I was looking for. Optics. He grilled Femios over optics. That's what it was.
I
don't know why I thought I started with a C, but yes, optics.
I just thought the picture was funny.
Yeah, dude, if you want to get Hippleton in here, that's cool. I don't care.
You are an enabler. Yeah? You are an enabler. I'm sick of this.
This is the guy who's calling me a predator, by the way. 1 time it's weird, 2 times perhaps it's coincidental, 3 times that's a pattern, but 4 times, and it's a resounding issue. It's even worse when taking into account, upon seeing the image, they were self-aware, enough to understand it wasn't a good look, but backpedaled the moment Mrow turned it into a joke.
So is there an allegation from me, or were you mistaken?
This was a little bit ago. Oh.
Yeah, if Himpleton wants to call in, I literally, that would be cool. I would be willing to debate him on this because, I've never interacted with Himpleton before. I don't have anything against him. I just know that his community is talking about this stream right now, so I don't know.
It's not looking... Okay, so...
They know this is atrocious, but to save face, they turn everything into a joke. I'm struggling to see the comedic factor here, because everyone knows their only crutch is blaming it on humor. This is vile.
Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I was being relentlessly slandered throughout said stream, hidden from the channel so I couldn't even defend myself, and when I voiced my annoyance with the situation, they claimed I was.
There's a group chat and ZV's spurging. We can bring up what he's saying if you want.
Okay, he's kind of spurging about me.
Mrow.
Yeah. You're not that guy, pal.
But yeah, ZV's kind of spurging out. That's the only reason why I'm giving any chance for him to say something, but I don't know.
I assume that's Ace Howler talking.
Yeah, that was Ace.
I don't listen. I think Ace had a. I don't know. I don't know the context prior to this. I talked to Ace earlier regarding this situation. I don't dislike Ace. I don't have a problem with him, obviously. I just think that come on, I don't think he was spurging. I think that this.
I think just how they handled this whole fucking live was just ridiculous.
Yeah. I didn't even know this project was still going on. This is Misclick, right?
Yeah, it's Misclick.
Yeah, I technically, I think I'm still a part of Misclick. I'm still in the group chat and everything, but I think this situation is cringe. I think it's awful.
And before I even knew it, without my knowledge...
I'm gonna be real, I didn't even know Misclick was still active. They hadn't texted in the group chat for weeks.
without my consent. They claimed I was joining the stream, despite the fact I never once agreed to.
Is the CV guy gonna join?
Alright, well, I sent to the link, but yeah, like, ZV's kind of spurting out. That's the only reason why I'm, like, giving any chance for him to say something, but I don't know. If he's not gonna join, I'll give him a couple more minutes. Okay, so essentially, the agreement I made, the agreement I'm pretty much, like, making so far is if CV comes, Beast is coming too.
No,
God, we have to deal with that. Like, I see, like, Beast joined, but I haven't seen ZV joined yet. Yeah, so ZV will be here in a moment.
Is that Lieutenant Beast that they're talking about?
Yeah, talking about LT Beast.
Okay.
Yeah. He is coming, though. You just gotta give it a little bit more time.
Obviously, I refused. Why would I enter an environment where the guests, let alone the owners of said stream, don't like me? Seeing how Graceful was treated, humanitarianism wasn't a card at play here. That would be walking directly into a lion's den. Fourthly,
I don't blame him for this.
Mrow allegedly has a history of creeping out people, especially women. Now, I know I'm one to talk, considering the call prior, but upon the release of Graceful's video, 2 people stated in his comments he'd made them uncomfortable. I don't think this is a coincidence. He made me uncomfortable. He made Parlo uncomfortable. He made Graceful uncomfortable. He allegedly made a victim of Major Klug uncomfortable. He made CB2 uncomfortable.
Okay, I'm gonna say something right now. It's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I didn't know this DM was being used in the video. It's fine. Like, I still stand by what I said. It doesn't really matter. I just didn't know this DM was being used in the video. So, yeah, anyways.
Now he's getting 3 more accusations. Like, there are too many accounts to ignore. On top of this, someone else claimed Mrow was creepy to them as well, stating,
"Hey, I just joined the server to try and get a hold of Redacted. I recently saw the Mrow video on YouTube, and I wanted to post some screenshots of him being creepy towards me as recently as this morning. I first found him through TikTok with clips talking about 2Mad.
Yeah, I've been told not to talk about Forest Cat. I don't know what the Forest Cat lore is.
I followed him and he followed me back. He messaged me on Valentine's Day, asking if I had a Valentine, and after saying no, he asked if I knew any single emo chicks, and I said no. He continued to contact me of his own volition over the course of a few days, sending me links to his Spotify playlist. After telling him I didn't care for it, he still didn't back off. In my bio on TikTok, I have my Twitter ads posted. He followed me on Twitter and subtweeted, "Hey." I looked at his profile to find him saying slurs and quote tweeting the YouTube vid, trashing it. After watching and seeing his slurs, I blocked him on Twitter. And I added him on TikTok. When I did it, threw away the previous messages. I figured if we're not friends on TikTok, he shouldn't be able to text me. However, I received a string of texts this morning justifying his use of slurs and possibly still trying to entertain the idea that we'd be friends. Very creepy stuff. I'd like to share it.
Within the DMs, we learned the following. This only further corroborated the fact Mrow is a bit too comfortable with saying the answer. He outright admits it. The person in question made it clear they were uncomfortable by him as a person, and the
So, listen, I don't think that this is necessary. Like, I don't think...
Change,
Brooke, check
yet
your
he
DMs
didn't
real
back
quick.
down, reiterated how their conversations weren't mutual, and this screenshot just speaks for itself. This man has 3 separate accusations of creeping out women. Need I say more? Quite insane I'm being labeled as a...
So there's... What 3 accusations of creeping out women? Because I also have... Other people have come to me about him creeping out women. Which I mentioned earlier in the stream.
We're talking...
If you're okay with me talking about it, I'll talk about it. But
yeah, I just texted you. Yeah.
Okay, Amos wants to talk. Okay. Amos, I just gave you a invite.
Hey,
What's up? Oh, holy shit! You're
So this guy's platforming baseless accusations right now.
Okay.
The forest cat thing is complete bullshit. She's claimed he's harassed her.
Okay. Let me. I don't know what the forest catch stuff is. Is this?
Okay, let me just explain it real quick.
Okay.
All Mrow did was say hi or whatever to them in a live chat, and they felt like they were like hurt by that or something. Okay. That's literally all that happened. And that has led to people making hate shit on Mrow. I've been told there's a server on him. I don't know if that's true or not.
I've also been told that. I don't know what it is or who it's from or anything like that, but I do know that Ace told me about it earlier. So.
Yeah, I haven't watched this video. I did a response video on Misclick to everything that was from Graceful.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the shit's bullshit. There might be some truth in this video. I don't know.
Okay, what stuff is bullshit? What aside from the forest situation, because I don't know the context there. I don't know.
Sure. Have you watched the Graceful shit?
We were gonna get to that. I've seen a little bit of it, but we were gonna watch the full thing on stream.
Sure. The Teen Titans pictures are like retarded to claim that's like lolicon or anything.
I don't think it's lolly. I think
They
it's
are
Wow.
underage.
Wow. This guy's
The characters.
tweaking. Wow. That's crazy.
I think it's very obviously like fetish art of characters that are younger. But I don't know that I would describe it as lolly.
Yeah, because lolicon specifically refers to like prepubescent children, if I'm not mistaken.
That's completely not true. Why I'm saying it's not lolicon is because it's not really sexual. It doesn't show like tits or anything like that. It's literally just you know, two stomachs. I think it's like laughable to say that it's lolicon. To claim that Mrow jerks it to this is also like ridiculous.
Where was that claimed?
Yeah, but I never claimed it was lolicon.
Well,
I never claimed it was.
No, because Grace will claim that he's a pedophile by his own standards, so that would be implicating him to jerking to it.
Okay, I do want to clarify. I said multiple times, like during the stream, that I don't think Mrow is a pedophile. Knowing all the
would
stuff,
that
like, I
really
don't
be
think that's,
okay?
you know.
Would that really be implying that he jerks to it, or is that implying that since he accused ZV of being a pedophile for something so small, that he's a pedophile by his own definition?
Do you know that like saying you're a pedophile by your own standards is the pussy way of calling somebody a pedophile?
But he's saying, by your own definition, you are a pedophile. It's not directly calling him a pedophile. He is just saying.
You can have that opinion. I'm not going to play word semantic games, so have that opinion, I guess.
Amos, let me ask you. So people have said, like, I don't have any problem with you. I obviously I don't. I think associating with Morale's kind of a bold choice, but there's people have been talking in the chat about something with someone named Domino and saying that you had either you or someone you're associated with had them IP grabbed and then said that they were I forget exactly what it was, but along those lines. Thank you for the $2.
This is the same. Well, I'm a hypocrite if I like care about it, but this is like the same guy that's like randomly claiming shit with no evidence. To be fair, I did it with him too, so I guess we're both hypocrites in that regard. But to trust this guy is like pretty retarded.
Okay, but like, so what is?
If you wanted to know anything, you can watch the most recent Hempleton stream. You can transcript it in by like Domino or whatever, and you can find it. He got like mogged in the debate last night, so.
Okay, but like from your point of view, like what because the only context I have is what I just told you. So what happened?
The IP grabbing thing?
Just literally, what is the Domino background? Because I don't know really anything about Domino.
Sure. About like, I want to say a year ago. Nomus told me that he had CP. This was back when I was like a retard, and I did something pretty retarded. I was told it, so I went and told Ducky. I was like, hey, this looks pretty bad. And then I think Ducky told Hawks. And then one guy on Twitter asked me, he's like, hey, is there any evidence? I'm like, no. And then he was like, oh, then why are you believing it? He's like, oh, wait, maybe you're right. And then we had to call Domino. I apologized to him. And that's about all I could do after that. But that's pretty much it with Domino.
So, wait. So you went and told Ducky and Hawks. Where did Domino come in?
What do you mean?
Where did you tell Domino too? And then Domino was the one that said no evidence. You cut out a little bit.
Oh no, sorry. The accusation was against Domino. That's what Nomus told me.
Oh,
and then
I thought that
Ducky,
Nomus was the one that made the. Okay.
Nomus made the claim though.
Nomus.
Yeah.
Okay. So where did the IP grab stuff? Because they're saying that you got 10 to 15 people to go in and start attacking this person named Domino.
Yeah, I didn't. I'd like to see proof if there is. I know that sounds a little bit like weird and condescending, but I wasn't implicated in that. I didn't do it. If somebody else did, that's horrible. But
were you associated with that at the time, or was it just like?
No.
Okay. Because like I didn't have any knowledge to that before the stream started, and so that's why I was like, oh, I didn't, I was wondering if you were going to come in and talk about it because no one else was giving me much context other than that.
Sure.
So do you? I don't know. I don't know where to go from there because I don't know because Domino's in the server too. I don't know if they're involved or watching right now.
Sure. I debated him last night. I don't want to talk to him. I don't think it'll be productive. So.
Okay. So it was a false accusation made against Domino, correct?
Yeah, and I did like the only steps I could to rectify this situation. I've been pretty transparent about it. It was a fuck up for sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I guess that situation is just cleared out then. I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what else the chat would want. There was one specific guy that was asking about it and relaying.
Yeah, and to be very clear, I never said this publicly. I told 2 people, so.
Okay. Okay.
And I cleared it up with them and said it's bullshit too. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah, that's fine. Anyways, back to morale. Where were we talking about morale before this? Where were we at?
We were talking about the file.
Oh, the file? Oh, him just being creepy toward women just in general?
Yeah.
I've been sent that Google Drive. If I know what you're talking about, do not pull that up on stream, dude. It's such bullshit.
I'm not gonna cover the I know there's one that's bullshit that is Darcy.
They're all bullshit. The other one that I've seen that this random bitch tried to claim shit about him, he showed me all the logs and VC they had.
Because I know the Darcy one is a little iffy. I mean, it's still a little the only reason I would pull any of that stuff up is to paint a picture of, okay, he's going through and talking to just women consistently in a weird way. I don't think it's pedophilic by any, because there was one that tried to claim pedophilia or whatever, and I think that's
that's what I'm trying to, or sorry, that was one I was bringing up.
Yeah.
From what Mrow told me, every little thing that they posted about this situation was wildly out of context. So.
Yeah, Mrow. I DM Mrow when I got sent the document and everything, and I was like, hey, I want to figure this out. I want to get your side of it, and he cleared it up. He sent me screenshots and all that. I didn't get the exact full logs or anything, but he cleared it up for the most part. So I'm not holding that situation against him by any means. But Darcy? Okay, yeah, Darcy, the pedophile claims was crazy. I'm sorry, but I think that was
yeah,
bold. Unless it was
literally the logs. Anytime she tried to be sexual with him, he denounced it.
Oh, I didn't even get that.
One time. I think there's one time where he made a joke, but that's to the extent of it.
Because there was a text that Mrow sent. The only one which is what I got sent on the basis of him being a pedophile, and I was like, okay, this is kind of bullshit. Do you think it's okay to show it in this context? Because
if you want to,
okay.
It's not going to change anything because it's retarded. Yeah. I don't have the full logs with me. I'd have to get Mrow on stream, and I doubt he wants to come in. But.
Okay. Well, from my understanding, this is what this is the screenshot that they were trying to get Mrow pedo claims on. Mrow says they're talking about getting in VC. Mrow says, "Pull out your boobs. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? You're gross." And then that's the first time that
I'm pretty sure. I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that's in context of them randomly sending a cleavage picture.
Okay. So and then the I'm a minor thing was, yeah. That was, from my understanding, from Morale's explanation, that was the first time they had ever been told that she was a minor in that context.
Yeah, the worst thing to come out of this, and I told him it's a bit irresponsible, that if you knew they were a minor, then they did something like that, you should probably block them. That's probably the extent of what I would
Well,
care.
that's been one of my biggest criticisms so far, is why, I don't understand, for one, why Mrow went after one of, a 16-year-old and, And then also.
What do you mean about the 16-year-old one?
One of the Major Klug victims, apparently. I'm not familiar with the Major Klug situation.
Well,
they're
not victims, so.
Well, either way, he shouldn't be going after a 16-year-old.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, as a 15-year-old.
I feel like it's a bit moral faggy, but okay.
Well, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I don't see any situation where going after, like, I don't know. I don't see a situation where going after a 15-year-old is, like...
I think he just talked a lot of shit on stream. And then, from what I remember, because I was in the group chat, I didn't talk much. There's, like, a group chat with, like, all the, in quotes, Major Klug, like, victims. And they were all, like, being, like, really retarded.
So, Mrow said there's no proof of you going over of him talking to, or going after a 16-year-old. I meant 15-year-old. It was in reference to, let me scroll through this video. I'm just skimming through it so I can find the exact screenshot. Because I don't know the context of the Major Klug situation. I didn't follow it at all.
Let me just explain real quick.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the context of when he went after, in quotes, if it even happened. There was 2 allegations that came out. There was no proof to indicate, like, say it was grooming or say it was pedophilia. And then a while after, like, I think a couple months after, a new allegation came out that was, like, set in stone, and it was, like, wild proof. Like, it proved he was, like, a straight-up pedophile. I released my video, and now he hasn't been to the internet since, probably because he's guilty, but...
Mrow's in chat saying that he never went after a 15-year-old.
When I say went after, I don't mean in a sexual way, to be clear.
Yeah.
I mean in a bullying way. That was the context.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I just think it's...
I'm trying to find exactly where it was, because I'm trying to skim through it, but also... I think this entire, like, since you guys are here, I think the entire thing with the call was just entirely bad faith with Iveki, or Ivek, however you say it.
Yeah,
I think that was entirely bad faith, because it's a situation where, like, I don't know about your perspective on it. I don't know, like, how you feel about it, because I haven't looked into your side of it. The only side of I know is the clips used in this video of Mrow talking about it from a misclick stream, correct? So...
So we weren't bad faith. I think, the only reason CV was mentioned was to, poke holes in his logic, or, something like that. Because he went after a 19-year-old for hitting a 16-year-old, where there was nothing sexual, no CP, nothing like that. He just asked, hey, do you want to be in a relationship? She said, no, I have a boyfriend. And that was to the extent of it. There was, like, one sexual joke, maybe.
Okay.
So it's like to poke holes in his logic. Like, why are you talking to ZV? But you think somebody that did, like, literally nothing is a pedophile, so.
Okay, I'm kind of confused. So you're saying the entire pedophile allegations, the entire, like, raped your sister thing, and the entire, like, the whispering in chat, like, it was passed on like they're serious claims, like, as like in the context
clear,
of this.
I don't call ZV a pedophile. I disavow when Mrow says that.
Okay.
The whole sister thing, I'm pretty sure was a joke. And my response when they originally just showed some of the screenshots, I think it's pretty obvious it was an Mrow bit. You know Mrow? He does, like,
I do, yeah.
Autistically retarded bits.
Well, when they're very clear about being uncomfortable with it, and then also just, like, they don't even have a sister. Like, that's, I mean, and then pushing when it's presented in a way that it makes it look legitimate, people don't know that it's, like, not everyone has the full context to everything. So,
I mean,
like, when he's pushing
he's...
that, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think every screenshot was, like, literally just to ZV. I don't think this guy just went around saying that this guy raped his sister.
He said it on call and in a server.
Which server?
Scorpies.
To ZV?
Towards ZV, yes. And,
okay, then that'd be the exact same thing. I don't...
But then making the point of, like... Hold on. Making the point that... I don't know if this was a serious point Mrow made, But the Lieutenant Bucky thing, with Lieutenant Bucky being in the call while the moaning, whispering, whatever you want to call it, was happening, I think that's, for one, very hypocritical, and two...
Why is that? Wait, why is it hypocritical?
Because in July, Mrow said, let's see, let me find the exact quote here. Here, I have it in my Google. Here. Mrow said this, in the context of Chris Tyson saying, I would come inside of that egg and watch her eat that. That was in a call with Chris Tyson and a 14-year-old. Mrow responded, if you're trying to claim you haven't said shit like this in a public voice call, or people close to you haven't, you're blatantly lying. This yet again proves nothing. And how is thanks dad even sexual? What are you talking about? So how is it okay when Chris Tyson...
Wait, what did they say in the call again?
Okay, I'll play. It's kind of quiet, but Chris Tyson says, I would come in an egg and let her eat it. Well, I'll play the whole clip, but...
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. The stream was muted. Just replay from the beginning one more time.
Okay. So did you hear it?
Do we know that Chris like knew they were a minor, or?
I don't know. That was a situation. That was a situation from a long time ago. I don't know. This is from July.
Sure.
Shared by 14-year-old victim. This is. I mean, we could dive back into the Chris Tyson stuff if we need to, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure. But either way, how is this somehow defendable, but not muting everyone in a call and then like it? The comparison that, if you went up to a deaf kid in Walgreens and started whispering in his ear, and is completely different than saying something in a call where everyone is deafened. And it's completely different to this, because I don't understand how this right here is defendable compared to like just a situation, because Lieutenant Bucky couldn't have possibly have known like what was going on whatsoever, and Mrow immediately tells them what happened afterwards. So if like that's
personally with ZV, I think they're like a weird gross freak for doing that.
Okay, so how is it not a weird gross? I mean, Mrow says shit like that all the time, much worse, and arguably. How is Mrow?
A 12-year-old? Probably not.
Okay, well, not in a VC with a 12-year-old, but the 12-year-old didn't even know that was being said. The 12-year-old couldn't have known what it was being said because the 12-year-old was deafened, and so was literally everyone else on the call. The 12-year-old couldn't have known what was going on until Mrow went out his way to announce it to the call that happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's really fucking weird that
if they literally could have just gone to a DM call and then come back, and it would have made zero difference.
CV could have also just not been a gooner and like moaned in that VC, so I don't know.
It is weird to be in a call with a 12-year-old, but Mrow was also in a call with a 12-year-old. That doesn't like...
But I didn't even know. What? You didn't even watch the video, Amos. You just came in here and started sweeping from Mrow. I can't... What?
I came in for the like original thing with like the harassment claims, but sure.
This guy's a sweeper. He's sweeping. Sweeper.
Yeah, you're also like a retard that like told a suicidal kid to cut, so I don't want to hear it.
Okay, what the fuck?
We're bringing that up, Amos? Oh, no. We're not gonna bring that up.
You're like a really weird, gross freak. And Scorpy's like sweeping for you in private. It's really funny.
You're literally friends with a guy who makes rape jokes. You're friends with a guy like that. You're friends with a guy who makes... I just can't fathom this.
Broski, okay, Mrow says defending the guy moaning in VC with a 12-year-old is not a good look. It's not a good look to go on a Twitter rampage and defend Chris Tyson for multiple days, Broski. It wasn't. You're leaving out critical context as well.
Is there context that they knew the age though? I feel like that's like way different than CV's thing, where like Bucky's like a publicly like. It's pretty known that they're 12, so, or 13 or whatever.
But he was also defending Lolicon throughout that whole situation, which is objectively wrong.
I don't think he was defending Lolicon. I think you're like misrepresenting what he was trying to say. He was trying to like do a hypocrisy argument.
Broski, you were against him while he was making this argument. Why is
I
tides
was,
changed
and then I talked to him privately and understood where he came from.
I'm
You-
trying.
Do you not remember me saying that in the GC after I talked to him, or?
I do remember you going and talking to him. I don't understand how you could still stand by it after the fact, because I mean, some of the stuff he said in here is just like, I don't know. There was one quote in here that was, I mean, well, for one, this one saying shit like this in call and whatever. But then also, it was not seen as CP back then. Again, it was a fairly recent thing when Lolly wasn't seen as bad. Like that stuff like that is like, I don't understand how that's defensible.
I mean, let's just entertain it and say it was. So does that change much? I don't know.
My point I'm making.
I
is
mean,
that I don't
like
know how
Psychic
you're
Pebbles.
still
I don't
with
think
Mrow.
Psychic Pebbles cared when they were there in like the podcast and like Chadman said he was drawing that shit.
Who's Psychic Pebbles?
They're like the Smiling Friends voice actor that like Chadman was in that podcast with.
Well, that's also equally fucked. I mean, I don't disagree. I don't, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't disagree with that. I think it's equally fucked.
Sure.
I don't know where else to go from there. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, if you had bad takes of Chris Tyson, like sure.
Well, yeah, he
I
had
don't know
bad
to
takes
what
about
extent
Chris
that was
Tyson
bad.
and Lolly as a topic as a whole. Like I don't.
Sure.
And I think it's hypocritical to when 2-3 I don't know how long ago July was. Like we'll just put several months after the fact, defending Chris Tyson. Almost a near exact similar situation. He defended Chris Tyson for, but he didn't. He's going after a Vicky for it, or whatever. I think that's. I think it's hypocritical.
Again, I would like to know if they knew the age of this person, because I think that changes the hypocrisy argument.
I don't know off the top of my head. From my understanding, they did, but I don't have a thing proving that right now, ready to go.
Sure. Okay.
From what I remember, and this is just what I remember about the situation, it was very heavily implied that they didn't know that person was underage.
Well, implying
and I
having
do believe
rape
that
is
they
a lot
approached
different.
other minors in a similar manner as well, which is one of the reasons why it was such a big issue.
Well, also, like, at the time, like, there's like, off the top of my head, this kid, the, GG guy, or whatever, I don't, the, Tag G's, or whatever, I don't know what you want to call him, like, they met up in person on multiple occasions, too. Like, there's no, like, I don't know. We're gonna, I'm gonna have to look through it more to find that exact thing, but, like, let's just assume Chris Tyson knew the age, and with that fact, Mrow defended this call in a similar context. Then what?
I mean, you can call him a hypocrite. I don't think that changes the point.
Well, I think he is a hypocrite. Like, I don't understand what we're going back and forth about then.
I mean, I can't, like, I obviously didn't even know about this till you showed me, so I'm, like, arguing from, like, a topic I don't have very much knowledge
that's
on.
fair.
You
That's
don't
fair.
know either, so, yeah, we're looping. It's
Okay.
whatever.
That's fair. I agree with that. I don't know. What point do we want to hit next?
I don't know. There's a lot. If you want to watch the response video, it's on Misclick, but I think that was like about it. It was just the harassment claims, because the Forest Cat shit was hilarious. I would even bring that up.
I don't even know the Forest Cat stuff. I was told not to bring it up, and so I didn't.
Yeah, because it's nothing. You can ask Hempleton can tell you too. It's like retarded.
Okay. I don't know Hempleton. I know a lot of his audience is here.
Search Parlo with it.
Okay.
It's the most recent.
It's this one?
Yeah.
Holy shit, an hour long? Damn.
Yeah, I know you are.
And is this part 2? Is that what P2 is?
Yeah, the first one was just the debate or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for having me on stream. Let me know what you think though.
Okay, is there any specific timestamps we need to hit for this response, or?
That's a fully scripted out response, so pretty much everything in there is important.
Damn. An hour, almost an hour-long scripted response is crazy.
Yeah, I think like the last 10 minutes is kind of nothing. I just read out some tweets from him, but yeah, that's about it.
Okay. I'm gonna skip to just the words here, and I'll read the words. That way it can go a little bit quicker, hopefully.
Actually, hold on. I'll just send you. Oh wait, no, I can't because. Wait, maybe I can. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to find it.
No, you're good. I don't know. At this point in time, I think morale kind of schismed out, or spurred out about the Chris Tyson situation, and it's kind of got me in a bad taste in my mouth. And then this coming up has been a situation where I think this has been really hypocritical.
Yeah,
I think this entire thing is just, you know.
Here's and also to be clear, this was a response before the whole, ZV thing happened with, like, new shit, but...
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Are you sending it in DMs or in a call or what?
Oh, yeah. Also, this about ZV, he, like, posted this as well while Bucky was in the VC, I guess. Mrow just sent it to me.
Oh, crazy thing, by the way. I think it's funny calling the thumbnail, this thumbnail NSFW. That was just a small point, but I think it's funny. I think it's a funny thumbnail. I don't understand how that's NSFW, dude.
I think it's pretty gross, but...
Really?
I mean, you're not implicated in it, so maybe you don't care about it.
I mean, if I was implicated, I would think it's funny. Like, if someone drew that at me, I think I would, you know... But I don't know. I don't have a problem with it.
There are multiple images of Landon kissing Blair on the internet.
Yeah,
so since we have ZV in the call, maybe he wants to respond to that.
What are we looking at? Okay.
That drawing is of 9 takes, by the way. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
like being
9 takes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, I think he asked for it. I don't remember that.
9. Okay.
Here, let me read out what Mrow said. He said, "Here's the photo I talk about ZV posting. ZV also had mod and could have removed Bucky. Also, my argument was never that Bucky is a victim. My argument is that ZV is weird for doing that in the first place."
No, like, okay. I don't think Bucky was necessary. Bucky wasn't a victim, and I know you weren't making that point. I think that if you're gonna call that weird, then we need to talk about all the other weird shit you have also done. Because, dude, you do not have a good track record. You don't have a good digital footprint to call someone whispering for 15 seconds weird. And then to use that to call him a pedophile is crazy. Ironic or not, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a little hypocritical. But anyways,
so there's that screenshot, and then I'm also gonna just send like the script stream docket, and then any clips you need to play, you can just reference that misclick video.
Okay. Damn, 9 pages. Okay, that's it was a lot of pictures. Okay. Okay, we can take a look at this document. Let's see. Nothing comes close to moaning in a VC with a 12-year-old. Again, the 12-year-old was muted. It doesn't make a difference if this person... Or, it deafened, I mean. It doesn't make a difference if this person was... Like, if you guys went to a private VC call, it makes no difference. No one in the call could know what was going on until you told the 12-year-old and 14-year-old in the call what was going on. There's no way they could have known. And to perpetuate that that's pedophilic, but not Chris Tyson saying what he did in a call with a 14-year-old who did hear it, is crazy. And I think it's hypocritical. I'm hearing Morale didn't ban a pedophile from Tom's server. Yeah, that happened like a long time ago.
He also like wasn't a pedophile, it was a 2-year age cap.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I wasn't involved in that. I wasn't around during that situation, so I don't know what the hell that was. But I'm not gonna, talk on that if it's not necessary. Yeah. Anyways, where were we? Do we want to talk about the VZ? Do you want to talk about this image that you sent? It's on stream right now. I just pulled it up, but
you mean this image?
Yeah, this is apparently the NSFW. I think is how I forget how he described it exactly.
I mean, we can call it safe for work, but like it's still suggestive.
So this, I don't really see what's not safe for work. This guy took his
Mrow's
stuff
an
off.
audience if you want to drag him in.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
drag
that's why I said. That's why I said, oh no. Wow.
I just invited him up. Is he
All
here?
right, find me one tweet where I defend Chris Tyson, please.
Holy shit.
I only need one.
Holy shit. Okay.
I only need one.
All right. We can literally go through this entire thing. Hold on.
No, yeah. None of these, to be clear, no tweet I have ever posted is in defense of Chris Tyson. And if you think that, you are genuinely delusional.
We can go through this entire argument where you go through.
Yes, no, I am saying yes. We
Okay,
can.
let's pull it up. Okay.
Go ahead.
Here's a Cheeto. This is where it started. I think there's another thread too, but this is the only one that I have archived for now, or at least in preparation for this.
There's a website called tweetfinder.com. You can search keywords and you can find whatever tweet you want to.
Okay. I will do that after the fact, or after we go through this one. I hope you have the same energy. Like I know what argument you're making. You were saying that the pedophiles. We should also.
So are you already seceding that I never defended Chris then?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that you said this.
So find me a tweet where I defended Chris.
Okay. Let me say what I was gonna say. So you made this point to kind of, I don't know how to exactly put it, like at least right now, but you were making this entire
are you able
debate.
to find me a tweet where I'm defending Chris, yes or no?
CB2, bring up the clip thing, dude. Why are you bringing up this?
The clip? What do you mean the clip thing?
What we just talked about, what?
Huh?
What clip thing?
He's talking about the
like body thing or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
This thing. Okay, yeah, gotcha. This part right here. This was arguably in defense of Chris Tyson, where he said this.
How is that a defense of Chris Tyson?
Okay, because you're saying if you're trying to claim you haven't said shit like this in a public voice call, or people close to you haven't, you're blatantly lying. You're not saying Chris like directly, but you're saying this in defense of him, saying that this shouldn't be.
This is not in defense of Chris.
What is
then? Who's it in defense of?
What is the point in saying that then? What was
because
the
I
point
think it's retarded to bring this up because this is like a nothing burger thing.
So why isn't
this is a public server with presumably like thousands of people in it, right? There's no way you can verify everybody's age in it, right?
That other
and
server
hold on. You made this comparison that I'm a hypocrite because of this with ZV, right? ZV knew the age of Bucky.
Yeah, and
everybody knows the age of Bucky. He's a very public 12-year-old.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I said it like earlier that I do think it's weird that just you guys were in a call with the 12-year-old in the first place, but that's not.
Okay, so do you think ZV should have banned that 12-year-old?
Yeah, I do think so.
Right, and do you think ZV probably should have banned the 12-year-old before he deafened him and started moaning in the voice call?
I mean, he probably should have banned him to start, but I mean, it doesn't make a difference if he was in the voice call or not. When he was
so let me give you the same exact analogy that I gave everybody on a couple streams ago, right?
Okay.
What is the issue when you're in a public setting and you moan, but a minor cannot hear it because they're deaf or they're wearing earmuffs or whatever? What is the issue there?
What is the difference between
No. I need you to participate with what I'm saying. I need you to participate. So what is wrong in a public setting if you moan and the minor cannot hear it?
There's a difference
for whatever
between
reason.
a public setting and a Discord call.
Okay, so I need you to participate with what I'm saying, CB2, right? So Discord doesn't exist in this hypothetical. The internet does not exist in this hypothetical. This is the 1800s, okay? None of this exists. You can't bring that up, right? What is the issue? What is the bad thing that is going on when an adult moans in a public setting, but a minor is present, but the minor can't hear it? What is the thing that is wrong with that?
So a key aspect of that is that there is a screen in between these two people.
Right, so screens don't exist. So you have to participate with what I'm saying. So I'm going to repeat myself
okay,
again. I'm going to repeat myself again because you're not participating with what I'm
Is
saying.
the adult
So what is the
moaning at
issue,
minor?
right? We have person A and person B. Person B is a minor. Person A is an adult. Person B, the minor, cannot hear. They are deaf. They cannot hear anything. Person A moans in a public setting in proximity of that minor, right? Something bad is going on there. Something wrong is going on there, right? I think we can all agree that something wrong and evil and bad is going on there. I need you to explain to me what the bad thing going on is. Can you?
So let me get this clear. The hypothetical situation is we are in the 1800s. It's a public area, and someone moaned in an area.
To be clear, I had to do these weird workarounds because you kept bringing up Discord just like they did, right?
No,
this is
it's
disconnected from all of you.
Okay, here's there's
Discord changes the entire situation.
Yeah.
When you're
Okay, so are you going to participate
wild-
with what I'm saying or no?
I'm not going to participate with the idea that it's the 1800s.
Okay, so
and it's
since you're a
random,
fucking retard,
you know.
I'll explain it for you, right?
Okay.
The issue with a situation like that going down is the fact that an adult is willingly going into a situation with a minor present and acting sexually.
But they
That is the issue.
removed
That is what is
okay.
bad that is going on, right? It doesn't matter that the minor is not a victim, right? It doesn't matter that the minor isn't victimized or nothing bad happened to the minor. What matters is the adult did something weird in the presence of a minor, right? What the argument you're presenting is like, at least if there's no victim, it doesn't matter that anything bad happened, right? Keemstar's daughter being drawn by Shatman is bad, despite Keemstar's daughter not knowing about it, right? It doesn't matter if the minor knows about it or sees it or knows that it's happening or whatever. What occurs is still bad because the adult is still doing something sexual in proximity of a minor. So I don't think ZV is like bad because he victimized Bucky, right? I think ZV is a bad person morally because he went into a situation with a minor present and acted sexually. It doesn't matter that they couldn't hear it. I don't care about that.
So was
I
it
care
not,
that they went
was
into
it
a
not
situation.
a bad situation morally when you
No.
started saying that he raped his sister and that he was like a pedophile?
Okay,
without
do you know
any-
what that's from?
I don't know the context.
Also,
here.
to be clear, CB2, I want you to find anywhere where I definitively said I definitively made a claim saying ZV raped his sister. Can you find that? Because I never said
ZV,
that.
don't you have like a stockpile of this for that video? Like I don't. Just send something over. To
You can
me
go
real
through the
quick.
video.
Like,
I can
it's
even
not,
give you
know.
timestamps if you want. They're all questions. I said, did you? And since you don't know what this is from, Nomis Yaf, like 2 years ago or something, made an allegation that ZV raped his sister with no evidence. I just thought it was funny.
You didn't. Nobody's didn't say that.
You think
No
everything?
one-
We literally. Sorry, you
Oh,
keep talking.
God.
You keep talking. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. Keep going.
I'm done. Go ahead.
I was talking to ZV.
I just wanted to say that during your whole call, I was a minor when that happened. Second of all, you mentioned Nomis. He didn't make a claim that I raped a sister. That wasn't the claim. He falsely accused me of raping my ex. So, that's still not correct. You just accused me of being a sister raper. And you say all those questions. You were heavily insinuating that I did that.
I
Despite
mean,
fact
the
I told
joke
you I
is
was
still there,
uncomfortable.
right?
That's not a
it's like a
joke, you
rape
don't.
joke.
But
I
that's not a
don't.
joke.
But he
That's not a
presented
joke,
it in the
though.
VC like
You
it was
don't
real
make a joke like
allegation.
that.
Dude,
You don't make a joke like that. You don't make rape jokes.
I
Even
feel
after
like
told him-
All right,
I feel like
CB2.
it's
Also,
more
Chris in the side chat says Mrow's argument is flawed because if that's the case, parents having sex in the same house as kids are all pedophiles. No, the right analogy to use here would be that the parents are having sex in the same room as the child, but they have a blindfold on, so they can't see it, they can't hear it, but the parents are in front of the child doing it. So that is a more accurate representation of that, right? So no, not parents having sex in the same house as a child is not pedophilia, but parents doing it in front of the kid if the kid can't see it is probably really fucking gross and really fucking weird.
No, that's because you're still physically next to the child. And also,
Right. So again, you can't have a one-to-one analogy with the online and real space.
okay,
We can get
that
as
would
close as we
also
can
mean
get,
that
but we can't do
every
one-to-one.
time a family has went on a vacation and are basically sharing a room in a hotel room, because I don't know if you guys have ever been in a group hotel room, but they have thin curtains as walls. Okay.
Are you saying it's? Are you
saying
saying what?
family has
Dude.
went on vacation and their parents have fucked? That means the parents are also pedophiles because there's a curtain between
They're
them.
probably pretty weird for doing that.
Not
I think you can
really.
live one day no sex challenge. Like
Normal thing, you know what I mean?
a
Where
normal thing to have sex behind curtains with your kids present
a normal thing to go on vacation and fuck while you're on vacation.
in the same room as your kids with curtains covering you.
Well, if your kids are asleep, like literally go anywhere.
Oh no. Why
Literally.
would you ever gunk guard this?
Jesus
Holy shit.
Christ.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. we're gonna tone down. Like, I agree with Domino in the chat right now. It is a little cancerous. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna drag people to the audience, and then I can have, we'll have 4 people here total. Okay. It'll be me, Mrow, Amos, if you want to stay. And then I'll just keep, I don't know.
Just keep ZV because he's like a part of it.
Okay.
It's his
and then
allegations.
you guys can come in as you need. And then if you guys want to present arguments, just put them in the chat, just so it's not too many people talking over each other.
But
okay.
Yeah, definitely not this Brooke person. Holy shit, they're not helping your case.
Anyways, so where were we at?
Right. So the bad thing is that the fact that an adult is willingly doing something sexual in the presence of a minor. And you disagree or you agree?
I disagree. And because let me
so you think it's okay to do something sexual in the presence of a minor in certain circumstances?
Let me explain my point.
Can you answer my question?
I'm going to explain my point. So there is
so you can do it after you answer my question. So do you think in certain circumstances it's okay?
1800
okay, sure. So I'm just going to talk over you because this isn't how discussions like this work, right? So do you think
there is a huge difference between going in an 1800 setting between these in 2 monitors across the world from each other where this minor could not tell what was going on, did not know what was happening until afterwards when you went out of your way to announce it to the call that was happening in front of the 14-year-old and 12-year-old. There was no possible way they could have known that that was happening. And I know the point is that it's not a victim thing in the first place, but there's quite literally zero difference between like you guys moving to a private call and you guys staying in the server because everyone was deafened. No one could tell what was happening, who was speaking. No one knew the context of anything. Like it's an awful argument to make. Anyways, here we go.
Right. So do you think it's okay for Shadman to draw Keemstar's daughter because Keemstar's daughter never found out?
No.
So what's the issue there then?
Because there was an actual child victimized in that situation. A child was the target of that.
Right. Okay.
Where was the
So you understand that a child being involved in something makes something bad that's sexual, right?
No, I'm saying that in these 2 specific situations, Lieutenant Bucky could have just gone forever without even knowing that, right? Or being like even,
So true. So you think in certain circumstances, if an adult does something sexual in proximity of a minor, it's okay?
It wasn't in proximity though. There is no difference between.
So CB2? Are you going to answer the questions that I'm asking you?
You're asking stupid questions that don't apply to.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I have to make up another fucking crazy hypothetical to get you to fucking answer because you don't know how discussions work, right?
Hypotheticals.
So this question, hold on, CB2, because you're a fucking retard. Jesus Christ. So this question that I'm about to ask you, right? It takes place in space on fucking Mars, and it's completely disconnected, 1,000 years in the future, right? Nobody here is alive. There's nothing going on, right? Whatever. Fucking Jesus Christ. To get you to answer one question. Do you think, in certain circumstances, it is okay for an adult to do something sexual in proximity of a minor? Yes or no?
In space?
Are you going to participate in the questioning?
In proximity, if you are in person, then yes, that is completely different, though, than between 2 screens where one would be, like, it made no difference if they were in the call or not. Okay?
That's weird because before you said it was fine.
What was fine?
When he brought up like the blindfold thing, he said like that's not like a bad thing.
I don't think I said that. I think that might have been someone else. I think that was Brooke. But I think if you were in proximity of another like baby human or child human, whatever, then I think it's a little in person, but that is completely different than a situation where you guys are there's 2 monitors.
So to be clear, I don't think there's a difference, right? I don't think there's a difference. I don't think because something's online it somehow diminishes it.
Okay. Well, I think we just fundamentally disagree there because I think that's.
Wait, CB2, do you think that there's like a difference between like IRL grooming and like online grooming?
I mean, in the fundamentals of how they work, yes, but I don't think the victims are any less, like, affected, if that's what you mean.
I feel like your logic's flawed then.
So, are you saying there's a difference between the 2? Or are you saying that they're, like, what is
well,
the point
you're the one saying that there's a difference in, like, the circumstance with Mrow, but you don't think there's, like, a difference in that?
Yeah, but this isn't a grooming case, though. Like, this isn't, like, I don't know, I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't get what, I don't know.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't get what you're trying to say. I don't.
I'll just let you guys continue. It's whatever.
Okay.
If you don't get it.
All right, so back to the Chris stuff. Find me a single tweet where I defended Chris. Because to be clear, I never defended Chris. I thought Chris was a morally inept retard the entire time. The only thing, because I apologize that I have to clarify this. I don't know why the fuck I do. The only thing I was a little annoyed at was that people who interacted with Shadman were all getting off scot-free.
You spurred out for 2 days, dude. You spurred out for 2 days and
I was replying to tweets on Twitter. What the fuck are you talking about?
You spurred out for 2 days. And you were, I mean, saying stuff like...
I was talking to people on Twitter. If you want to call that spurging, sure.
Yeah, you were spurging out. You were spurging out for 2 days, responding to me and Gio and whoever else was involved. 9 takes. Or take 9, whatever.
Oh, no, dude. Fucking replies on Twitter. God forbid. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, I mean, you were just very invested.
I mean, it's my bad for using a fucking social media platform, I guess, dude. Sorry.
Okay. Crazy hill to die on. Anyways, I mean...
What hill am I dying on? What?
Holy shit.
Are you... Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? What hill am I dying on? Please indulge me.
Like, I don't know why you're making the argument of, like, it doesn't, like, oh, well, I guess it wasn't spurging, or I guess it was spurging. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's not...
Dude, it was replies on Twitter. You coming in...
I don't care. I don't care.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. So when you come into a discussion and you're like, you were spurging on Twitter, you're already muddying the waters. You're making the situation that you're going into already a negative one by diminishing what I'm saying.
Because
this was not spurging. You can call it spurging. I don't care if you think it's spurging. I don't care, whatever. This was discussions on Twitter with public figures. This was not like I had the same discussions in private when people contacted me. There was like, what are you talking about? You're not having a good faith discussion right now.
Oh my god, dude. The good faith, bad faith stuff is fucking stupid. I literally, like...
Do I have to use baby terms for you?
Dude, I don't give a shit if you're saying it's spurging or not. My point was that you were just, arguing
Okay, sure,
it
and my point is you're coming into the argument and making it an aggressive space already by saying it was spurging.
It's an aggressive
you understand?
space? Are you for real? You've been screaming at me for the last 30 minutes, broski.
Dude, scream. Okay, you're doing it again. Screaming? What the fuck are you talking about? This is how I... What are you talking about, dude?
Deep, bro. You calm down. Calm down, bro.
What? I don't...
Cat got your fucking tongue? Jesus Christ.
I don't know why you're going on about the... whatever. Defending Chris Tyson... Arguably, I would say...
I have never defended Chris Tyson once in my life. That is a complete lie. And if you're going to continue to push it, I think you're kind of retarded. I don't think any of these tweets can even insinuate that I'm defending Chris Tyson. My opinions on Chris Tyson have been known. Like, I've made them public. This was never a defense.
Then why did you... What was... Okay.
I told this to you and Amos in DMs. I can tell it to you again. My point here was that I was annoyed that for some reason it was only Chris getting shot on for Shadman shit, when dozens, if not hundreds, of YouTubers and creators
and I agree with you on that
interacting with Shadman, and I thought that was bad.
I agreed with
you. And then
on
the
that
moment
point.
Everybody else started getting shit, guess what I stopped doing? Fucking whining about it on Twitter.
Like, I don't... If you... I just... Listen... This is arguably defending Chris Tyson. Just this one quote here.
No, it's not. To be clear, it's not.
I think it's...
No, to be clear, it's not. No, it is not.
Okay. You could say it's not, but arguably, on the topic of Chris Tyson...
No, I am... So CB2, I am telling you definitively right now, I have never once in my life defended Chris Tyson. You can say, this is arguably defensive Chris Tyson, you defended him here, or whatever. I am telling you right now, to your face, no. Never once have I ever defended this individual.
Okay. I mean, okay. Let's rephrase it. Let's say you were defending him. Okay. Let's rephrase it. Let's say you were arguing in favor of the idea of Chris Tyson getting heat of it, or like criticized or whatever. correct? Would you?
I was
would you like it
perfectly
put that
fine
way?
with them getting criticized. The only issue I had was that everybody else wasn't getting the same amount of shit.
Which I didn't disagree
I'm
with
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry to do a little cringe ad-hom here, right? But I don't understand how you're so fucking retarded to not understand that. Like I've blatantly told you what my goal here was, and what my intention here was, and what my thought process here was, and then you're turning around and saying, "Well, you did this," which wasn't at all what I was doing. The
But this
only
was
thing,
what you were doing,
to be clear, no. To be clear, the only thing I was upset about in this situation with Chris Tyson was that everybody else wasn't also getting shit. Right?
Which we agreed with you early on in the argument, by the way, that these other people should be getting shit, because I know for a fact you said.
And then
well,
you
at least the
go on and
morality
say
is
that I defend Chris Tyson. What the fuck are you on about?
Because arguably this is defending him. There's several instances of you arguably defending him.
CB2, do you think if you go into a Discord server with thousands of people, you have to individually verify each age of everyone in the voice call before you
But
say
the
something even mildly
the difference
sexual?
is this is someone who
No, answer the question.
interacted-
So hold on.
Okay, we're not
when I
doing
ask
this
you,
shit
so
again.
listen, CB2. When I ask a question, I need you to answer it because that's how discussions work.
When you're talking over me, though, that's not a discussion.
Yes,
though.
yes,
You're
because
you're
not.
talking
You have
over
not
me,
answered
and
any
then-
question. I've given you like 2 hypotheticals. I've asked you like 5 questions, and you're like, "Well, the case here is different because of this." I'm not asking why the case is different. When I ask you a closeted hypothetical or a closeted question disconnected from everything else, you're supposed to answer that question, right? So if I ask you if you prefer apples or oranges, you don't say, "Well, in this case, I would prefer cucumbers." You say, "Okay, well, I would prefer apples or oranges." You would interact with the hypothetical given. Right, and you are not doing that. You're not having like a good conversation.
Because the
you're
hypotheticals
not
don't
responding
apply
to
the
anything I'm
situation.
saying.
The hypotheticals don't apply to the situation. That's why I'm not engaging
Okay.
with them.
So I like that you said that. Let's work with what you're saying, right?
Okay.
So if you say, well, they don't align with this situation that's happening, I would say, okay, cool. Disconnected from that situation, what's happening? And then when I've said that in this conversation, you will not interact with it.
But what you're doing is you're using that to frame up a point. But when you're framing up the point, it's
Yes, I understand.
because it
The
doesn't
point
apply
still
to the
matters,
situation.
though. The point still matters, and the
But
point
it
still
doesn't
works.
apply to the situation, given the details that you provided for the hypothetical.
Okay. So do you think, given certain circumstances, it is okay for an adult to interact sexually around a minor?
What is the certain circumstances?
Whatever you can think of.
So hypothetically,
Is there
if
a
is
world in which you think an adult can interact sexually around a minor in which it would make it okay?
No. But
We agree.
let me
Hold on.
finish. Let me
CB2.
finish. No, let me
Stop.
finish because I wasn't done with what I was saying.
Shut up. We agree, right? We agree. I agree with you that there is no world in which an adult interacting sexually around a minor makes it okay, right? We agree. So I'm going to move on to another hypothetical that's more close
I
to what we're
literally
dealing with,
just
right?
said
Hold on.
that you're gonna
Hey,
use that to
let's
set up- okay.
You gotta calm down. I'm gonna
I
make
gotta
another
calm down?
hypothetical for you,
Okay.
right? I need to make another. Okay, let's continue, right? So let's say there is a Discord call in a public server, right? There's 3 people in it, right? 2 of them are 20, 1 of them is 13, right? And the 2 20-year-olds mute the 13-year-old but start having e-sex. They start jerking off with each other in VC. Is that okay because the minor's deafened?
But that's not what you guys were doing now.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's not what
you
was
you
going
just
on.
did it. I need you to participate
you
in the hypothetical that I'm
engaging?
giving you.
Okay, I'm engaging with these
So
hypotheticals.
I'll repeat myself, and I need you to answer the question, right? So do you think this has nothing to do with what we're talking about? Completely disconnected. I have to clarify to try to get you to fucking answer. Do you think that 2 20-year-olds in a public Discord VC and a
Thank you for the
13-year-old, if the
$2
2
for that,
20-year-olds
thank you.
start having sex or e-sex and they start jerking off with each other, it's okay to do that because the minor is deafened?
Given the situation, probably. It depends. Again, it depends. It depends on the
on what?
context. It depends.
I'm giving you I'll give you some context. All the context you need to know. This is a public server. It is 13 plus. There are 2 20-year-olds in a Discord call. They are attracted to each other. They start having e-sex. One of them is a mod, and they deafen the 13-year-old. Right. So the 13-year-old is deafened. The 2 20-year-olds start jerking off with each other in the VC. Do you think that is okay because the minor is deafened?
So what you're doing here, again, is what I was saying, is that you were.
Okay, so I'll repeat myself again because you're not participating in the question. So I'll repeat myself again. So we have a Discord server, right?
Yeah.
There are 2 20-year-olds and there's a 13-year-old, right? The 13-year-old gets deafened and the 2 20-year-olds start jerking off.
Are you,
Hello? I didn't do that. I didn't do shit.
Okay, are you going to participate in the hypothetical or no? Because if you're not going to participate in the conversation that I'm trying to have, I'm going to leave. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Well, I think what you're trying to do is bad faith.
Okay, hold on. I'll make another hypothetical. ZV doesn't exist, right? Discord doesn't exist. None of these things exist, right? No. CB2. I have to do this in order to get you to answer. I apologize. Discord doesn't exist. The internet doesn't exist, right? So let's say this is in a cabin in the woods, and 3 people are communicating with tin cans with string, right? Tin cans with string, because for some fucking reason you can't participate in a fucking hypothetical, dude. Just participate in what I'm saying. Is it okay for 2 20-year-olds to have e-sex on Discord if the 13-year-old in that call is muted?
So wait, what was the woods analogy? Hold on.
Answer the hypothetical or I'm leaving. I don't want to deal with this if you're not going to talk to me.
Okay. I don't think it would affect the minor. I don't think that in that context.
I'm not asking if it would affect the minor. I'm asking if it is okay to do that because the minor is deafened.
So, okay, what if we introduce elements that it was mistakenly? Like, oh, well, they
No, they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose.
So they did it on purpose. Did the minor know this was actively happening?
Not at the time. We're talking about in the moment.
So if this
you are looking at this hypothetical as it is going on, not after, right? The 2 20-year-olds are actively having e-sex. They're actively yanking their shit, right?
The details are important. If the minor,
you don't have those details yet. You don't have those details yet. Okay, CB, I'm going to answer for you. Everybody with a sound mind would say that is wrong. Would you agree?
I would agree that if the minor knew their contact, like
No. The minor. This is happening currently. This is actively happening. The minor can't know or can't not know.
For the purpose of this question, I don't think that there is necessary. I think like, if it's purposeful that they are sitting there and they're like, oh yeah, there's a minor in the call, then yes, that is bad. But if
they're not fetishizing the minor, they're just jerking off with each other.
Then they probably should have kicked or removed the minor.
We agree. We don't disagree. I need you to answer. Is it good or is it bad? Is it okay that minor is there?
I just said that if the minor is like, I think it's in context. It's probably bad. Yes.
Okay, so we agree, right? The fundamentals of that situation, we agree. So when ZV goes into a public voice call with a minor present and deafens them and does something sexual, that is probably not a good thing that's happening.
But that's not the context. Like, that's not it at all, though. It wasn't.
That is exactly. Hold on.
Exact same way that you joke all the time.
Wait, hold on. Wait, going into a voice call with a 12-year-old and moaning is. Wait. I'm fucking brain blasted. I'm sorry, CB2. I know I was there, so I thought I knew what happened, but if you'd like to indulge me and refresh my memory, what exactly happened?
From my understanding, I wasn't there, obviously. What happened was ZV went into the call, or you guys were already in a call, went through, deafened every single person in the call, and then jokingly, we can pull up the exact clip if we need to.
Jokingly, that's what makes it different. Okay. Oh, so all of your criticisms against me are now invalid because I can just say it was a joke.
No, because
you understand how silly that sounds?
Everything, like, you say everything that you do in the content, like...
When? Find one place.
Holy shit. Okay, here's... let's see.
When I'm saying I was raped once in a rapey room with a fucking rape, I was raped once or whatever,
sure, that works.
That's not a joke, CB2. That's not a joke.
Okay.
They put me in one of those, alright?
Okay. Like, I can tell that you're troll. Like, it's obviously, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't...
You don't give a shit, but you're making an entire stream about it.
I don't give a shit that you're, like, I don't know. I don't...
You realize you hate me for such a fucking petty reason, too, right? I talk shit about you, like, okay, everything I've said about you behind the scenes, I would say to you, no, shut the fuck up. Everything I've said about you behind the scenes, I would say to your face. Yes, I think it's really retarded that you became a Boblax clone when you were making relatively unique content previously. And I believe that's the only thing I've said behind the scenes about you, and I've said that to a few people, and I clarified, like, in the conversations, I'm pretty sure, like, hey, just to be clear, I'm not talking shit on him, I would tell him this to his face. I don't dislike you. I don't know where this fucking hate suddenly came from. But the only thing I can think of is when I talk shit on you, right? And even then, it's not really talking shit. Like, I called you a Boblax clone. Look at your fucking thumbnails. Look at your titles. Twitter versus, dude. Like, I don't understand. Where is the beef coming from?
The beef is coming from you. I don't care that you talk shit about me. I've had people talk shit about me.
So
like,
where is the contention? Where is the beef coming
from? I don't
from?
give a shit. I think that you have a bad attitude toward a lot of things. You
like
constantly
what?
are looking for a new villain of the week, despite calling out commentary
When?
for being upset about it. Because somehow magically you end up with a new.
No. Answer the. Let's do this. Answer the question. When have I done that?
What done? What specifically?
A villain of the week.
Villain, like, I mean, you going after, like, it's always someone new that you're going after is my point.
Name one person.
VZ. Like, that's...
Okay, I've never made a video. I've never made tweets. I was on a stream that wasn't even mine.
Stream, and you've constantly...
No. CB2, I need you to understand this. I have never talked about this person on any of my platforms. It has always been on someone else's. I don't plan to make content about this person. I don't plan to talk about this person on my platform. I don't plan to do any of that. I don't like the victim of the week mentality, and I've been hold on.
With these other people is my point.
I don't like the victim of the week mentality. I don't participate in that. When people are shitting on fucking Mama Max, I kept my mouth shut. Right, the only time I talked about it was with people behind the scenes. That's all I did. When people were targeting fucking Boblax, right, a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago or whatever, I kept my mouth shut. I didn't tweet about it. I maybe tweeted about it, made a few jokes to be fair, but like. I don't plan to make content about it. I don't plan to do the fucking daily slop. I don't plan to do any of that.
Okay.
It seems like you're trying to find, like, okay, I need you to tell me the real reason, because it seems like, to me at least, you're trying to find a reason to justify disliking me. Well, when none of these things are, like, real.
I mean, is it too much to just say I don't like you at that point? Like, I don't know what
you
to
can
tell
just say you dislike me, but if you have a reason, I'd like to know it.
I do have a reason.
Because we were relatively chill. The only
like,
time we stopped talking was when I started saying, like, you're a Boblax clone. So the only thing that's correlating for me is me calling you a Boblax clone and then you getting butthurt about it.
I don't give a shit about being a Boblax clone. I own that shit, dude. I'm a broke college student. I don't care.
So why are you upset at me?
Because I think you're spurging out just over the Chris Tyson just made me realize that I don't want to associate with
you. Okay, dude, spurging out, again, not to get semantics with wording, I was just talking to people on fucking Twitter.
Okay. Your takes during that situation made me realize that
Hold on, you agree with my take. You said so. You said that everybody else should get the same amount of shit. We don't disagree.
No, you're missing it entirely. There's other points that you made. You're dumbing your entire argument down to just that one point that you had.
What point? What point did I make on Twitter? Because my point, to be clear, the entire point that I was trying to make was that.
Okay, so there's points like this where it was not seen as child porn back then. Again, it was only until fairly recently when lolly was seen as bad. Again, it's always been bad. If you thought it wasn't before, then that's a problem. There's this take here where it's not small commentary, Shadman drew pornography depicting an actual 12-year-old actors, as well as having drawn an insane amount of lolly. Yet, if you are a semi-functional human being, you can tell that Shadman is a pedophile and has blatantly been one for years. And if you were around the internet for that time, for literally 5 minutes, you would notice that it wasn't seen as pedophilia until fairly recently. I don't like your takes on lolly. I don't like your takes on constantly targeting. I don't like the way that you target other people, especially in the community, and I don't like the demeanor that you have whenever it comes to treating other people in the community, because I've seen you go after people consistently for the year that I've known you. I don't like that attitude, and I don't think I should have to explain that that's why I don't like it. Anyways, there you go.
Right. So lolly was not seen as child porn until 2019. This is a provable thing that you can do research and find out.
Doesn't make it less wrong.
I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying it does. I have never said that it makes it less wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I don't know where we're going with this, because I just...
Everything you said about me is simply not true. Who have I targeted? What are you talking about?
It's been said. I mean, you've targeted multiple people on these hate
Name
campaigns.
one. Name one.
Let's see. let's see. I don't know the context to this, but like this is just off the top of my head to be clear because we just watched this video. But whoever
by all
these
means,
people are
just
in,
name one, dude.
In this major clue, I don't know what this is. I don't know what the context
Major clue.
of this
Okay,
is.
first of all,
But-
you have absolutely no proof to suggest I harassed this person, right?
there's a
Nobody
common-
has
okay.
no. Shut the fuck up, CB2. Because you're claiming I harassed a minor. That is an egregious claim. That is something that you should be off the platform for doing, right?
Really?
This is
Okay.
something that nobody should be doing on the internet. This is really bad, right? So I'm going to respond to this really, really clearly. There is absolutely no evidence to suggest I was harassing this person. They made that up. To be clear, this minor in question posted fucking fake evidence onto Soy Jack Party because Major Klug is a black man and Soy Jack Party is notoriously racist. They posted fake evidence onto Soy Jack Party and asked them to dox him. And he got doxed and swatted multiple times with rifles shoved in his 9-year-old sister's face. This girl is evil. She had absolutely no proof that Major Klug was grooming her. She had absolutely no proof that Major Klug was sexual with her. There was absolutely fucking nothing. And all I did on my live stream, which I can send you all of the fucking VODs, I don't give a fuck. All I said on my live stream was that she was retarded and a bad person for doing that. I covered her schizo post that she did on YouTube. She posted 100 fucking community posts threatening a bunch of shit. I talked about those, all because it was a part of the Major Klug allegation and story. There is absolutely no evidence to suggest I harassed a minor. And for you to even entertain that idea without even asking for a smidge of fucking evidence is so beyond fucking insane. You understand that, right?
Hold on, I'm pulling this up real quick. Hold on. Dude,
By all means,
okay.
if you have a VOD name, I can bring you the fucking live stream.
No,
I can unlist it and post it. I can even make it fucking public for a time being. I don't care.
Yeah, that's not the point. I was like, okay. Again, that was just off the top of my head that I was referencing. Okay.
No. I understand. You do understand to make that claim without any evidence that I was harassing a minor is insane.
I didn't make the claim. It was just in the
No.
video.
CB2. Yes, you are.
Okay.
When you say, hold on, when I say who have I targeted, and you say, well, off the top of my head, this Major Klug girl, you are making the claim that I harassed a minor. Do you disagree with that?
That was what I was referencing. That was off the top of my head, again.
So you made the claim that I harassed a minor without even looking for any evidence.
I have other evidence. That's the one off the top
Bring
of
it
my
up.
head that I
Show
have
me.
ready.
Let's talk about it, please.
Holy shit. Okay. Anyways, so
Okay, no. Don't say anyways, dude. You just made a claim that I harassed a fucking minor.
I'm
You
not
can't
dodging
act
it.
all
I'm
coy
pulling
by
it
it.
up, broski.
Go ahead. What VOD is it? Is it a live stream of mine? I'll fucking unlist it and send it to you.
No.
What are you
it's
looking
not-
for? Let
holy
me help
shit.
you.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to, let's see. I have this Google Doc here. I have Google Drive here. And when I say harassing, I don't mean like sexually or anything like that. Like in these contexts, I don't mean anything along the lines of, oh, you're being a predator after these certain people. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what you're doing here is that you are constantly making people uncomfortable with the way you behave, the way you text people,
Jesus,
the way
don't
that
show
Who
that on
fucking
stream. You're
gives
so
a shit? Oh my
retarded.
god.
the
Oh.
point,
shit,
okay.
dude.
CB2, I
Okay.
literally told you not to bring up on stream because it's retarded.
I haven't brought anything up on stream yet. What I'm saying is the point was being made. Why do I don't dislike Miss Mrow? It's because I don't like the way that he interacts with other people. I don't like the way he treats other people. I don't like the way he jokes around because frankly, I think that it's just cringe. I think what he does is cringe. I think his sense of humor is just cringe and bad. I think joking about like grape, like sexual assault, that kind of stuff, I think it's cringe.
Oh, you're
like,
moral
sorry.
fagging.
I think it's cringe. I don't care.
Dude.
Don't. He is I have like. He has constantly made people uncomfortable. From the people I've interacted with, I think just the way he behaves makes people uncomfortable. And sorry if that's like my whole point. The whole question that he asked was, why do I dislike him? I think that I just don't like him as a person. Like, I apologize. Like, if you want to get heated about that, then, you know.
Mainly fucking.
But by all means, you know, like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna unmute Mrow now. Anyways.
I don't care. Make a live stream. Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, so a couple things, right? I think you are a pathetic fucking slimeball piece of shit. You went from me harassing a minor to pulling a Google document out of your ass to try to suggest that I made women on Discord uncomfortable. That is an insane fucking jump. I'm sure if I said that Jesus Christ, dude. You do understand that that's, like, insane?
Broski, I never said... Yeah, I think you're...
No.
Okay.
You did. Hold on. No. I'm not going to fucking live this down. You definitively made the claim that I harassed a 16-year-old. I asked you, who have I targeted? And then you, in response to that, said, well, there's the Major Klug girl, right? The only Major Klug girl that you could have been referencing is the allegation from her that I harassed her with absolutely no fucking evidence. So yes, CB2, definitively, you did indeed make the claim that I harassed a minor with absolutely no evidence. And then when I pushed back on that, you just fucking put your tail between your legs and were like, no, I didn't make the fucking allegation. I didn't make that claim. Yes, you did.
I didn't make the claim. Again.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat myself because you're a fucking retard, right? So I said, who have I targeted? You, in response to that, CB2 said, well, Mrow, the Major Klug girl. Right? And then in response to that, I'm gonna talk slow to try to get you to understand this because I don't know where the disconnect is, right? You're in fucking college. I don't know why you're this much of a fucking retard. Maybe your family's like really insanely poor, so you got free. Like, I don't know what's going on with you. You should be more intelligent than this. I apologize, right? But to clarify, in response to that, I said, CB2, there is absolutely no evidence that I harassed any minors. And then after that, you said, oh, well, I didn't make that claim. Yes, you did. You were pushing that claim as if it were true. And then when I rebutted saying that there was no evidence, you fucking put your tail between your legs and ran. I am not going to fucking stop talking about this until you accept that that is what you did. Because definitively, that is what you did. You can go back in the live stream, watch the clip. That is exactly what you did.
Okay. Anyways, can I get what I need to say out now?
Right, so I'm just going to repeat myself until you can fucking comprehend it, right?
Okay.
So did you make the claim that I harassed a minor, yes or no?
I'm going to make the claim that from what this video said, that you went after a minor. The only reason I referenced that is because that is off
that's such a roundabout way of fucking admitting it. You're making the claim.
Shit. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, so... The reason I said that is because off the top of my head, that is what I had readily available right here in my first tab. That is what the quickest thing I had to reference. I have other context over here in DMs. I'm going to see what I can pull up here. My whole point, it's not even harassment. It's about, like, I can rephrase that. It's about
so you're walking it back.
I'm not necessarily walking it back. I'm saying, for the sake of the argument, I'm going to rephrase it and say that this is a situation where he constantly makes people uncomfortable. Okay? How about we just put it like that? Okay. Are we good there?
No, I want you to apologize for making the claim that I harassed a minor.
Because you're very clearly walking it back now.
Because to be clear, CB2, that is what you did. You're not even engaging with what I'm saying. You've been caught in something that is fucking egregious. You made the claim definitively that I harassed a minor, which is not the case. I would like you to publicly state that that is not the case, or at least you haven't seen evidence for it. Can you do that?
What I was referencing was the video. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So can you... So I understand. I have to put my little kid gloves on and talk really slow for you to fucking understand. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Can you make the claim publicly that there is no evidence that I harassed a minor? And it was really silly of you to reference that when even the video shows there's absolutely no evidence. Can you make that claim, buddy?
Are we going to... Okay. I was saying that because this was the first thing I had available. You were asking me for, like, something that I could
right.
show
I know. I understand. Hey, little guy, I understand. Hey, big guy, it's okay. So what I need you to do, right, so you made the claim that I harassed a minor. So I understand that that's not your intention. It's okay. Can you tell the class that probably wasn't a good thing for you to do?
Broski, I don't know the context here of the claim. So
right,
I don't know if
I understand.
It was wrong
I understand.
Or if it was
So
right.
you made the claim. Hold
so
on. I know.
know.
Hey, big guy. I know. It's okay. Look at me. It's okay. Can you make the claim? Can you say publicly that it probably wasn't good for you to make a claim without evidence? Can you
I wasn't
say
making
that?
a claim. Again,
No, I understand. I understand. Can you just say that it's probably bad to make a claim publicly without evidence? Can you say that?
You know what? In this situation, I wasn't making a claim.
No, I understand. Hey, look at me. No, Amos, hold on. Look at me. Hey, Landon, it's okay, buddy. Look at me. It's okay. Can you just tell the class that it's probably really bad to make claims without evidence? Can you say that?
Okay, and you're doing the hypotheticals. Again.
No, I understand.
So
hey, look at
what
me,
we're
big
going to
guy.
do-
It's okay. Hey, no, calm down.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna either just go on with this or just okay. Again, I am saying that I was showing quickly the evidence what this video had. I was showing what this video had because you asked me for any evidence real quick on what I could get. This is what I pulled up. And again, you're squeezing me into a hypothetical box.
Holy shit, he's fucking flamenco.
Dude! Allegations are evidence, dude.
Holy
Good job.
shit.
Good job,
I'm not
CB2.
saying allegations are evidence. Holy shit.
No. You did. I asked you for evidence, and then you showed this, an allegation without evidence. You showed an allegation as evidence.
Okay. All right.
Dude, allegations are evidence. We're back.
Dude, this is a fucking bad look, dude.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit.
Dude, I wish I defended Chris Tyson. I want this guy to be actually mad for like a good reason at this point.
Yeah.
If I had a fucking time machine, I'd go back and fucking glaze the fuck out of Chris, dude. Because it's really fucking sad that the only thing you have is a video with no fucking evidence.
Wait,
Broski,
okay, so...
You asked me for evidence. I was just pulling...
I asked you for evidence and you showed me an allegation!
I haven't even... Broski, you were asking for something quick. I gave you something quick. I have other things here.
Allegations are evidence if it's like a speed run. If you're speed running like Minecraft, it's okay if it's allegations for evidence.
Okay. So, anyways.
CB2...
Kate, I need you to take the fucking L, CB2.
Okay, sure.
We can move on. I don't care if we move on. I need you to at least take the L here. Please.
Okay.
Because, Kate, I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Hold on. No, shut up. Listen, let me talk really quick. I'm going to tell you right now, if we're going to have a conversation and you can't admit when you're wrong, even if it's like a minor thing, there is no point in having a discussion.
Okay. In the context of... I don't remember exactly what I said. If I said that you were harassing a minor... if you were harassing a minor, then sure, I can admit that that was wrong. Okay? Okay, now, let me rephrase what I was saying. I was saying that you make people uncomfortable. You were asking why I don't like you. I don't like how you treat others and the people around you. I think you make people uncomfortable, and I just think that you're cringe. I think the rape jokes are cringe. I think the...
no, the cringe allegations. Yeah, we got them.
Okay. I mean, if we're gonna... I mean, I just don't... If you want to just take the word cringe and go with it, whatever. But like
you said, you think I'm cringe. What do you?
I just think it's.
What am I
bad.
supposed to
I think
rebuttal
if
that?
you
Like,
don't-
okay,
I don't know.
what the fuck?
I'm just saying that I don't think it's cool. I don't want to associate with someone who constantly does stuff like that. Like I.
No,
if
yeah,
you
no.
called me
I
a
mean,
Bo
to
Lice
be
one,
fair,
I
I'm
don't
never
care.
beating the cringe allegations. So that's a good one. It's a good one to bring up.
Okay, like I don't.
CB2,
I don't care. I'm
just
again,
to walk it a
Okay.
bit further because he already conceded. What is this harassment claim about women? Can
I
you,
just, from
dive
my
into that?
understanding,
Making women uncomfortable. What's the claim that I make women uncomfortable?
I just think that you make people in general uncomfortable. But from my understanding, I have gotten permission to share this stuff. So I'm not just throwing it. I don't know. You can interpret it however you want. I don't care. But these are archived.
Deep dive, dude.
These are
I would love
archived,
to, yeah.
you know, screenshots from
because I've had like a huge issue behind the scenes. It's like a borderline bridge burner what you did here, with the whole claim with the women. I think it's like autistically retarded.
Okay.
Emerald showed me like a clip from your stream where you're gonna pull it up, and Emerald's friend had to save you from showing these. But I mean, go ahead.
I mean, I don't have a. I mean, if this baseline, I can show these. This is Morale's old account saying you single, saying that she was with with someone at the time. I don't know if she still is or not. Actually, you know what? Here, we'll bring Brooke up because these are her DMs here.
Oh, dude, the rizzing the furry mod allegations. I will never escape them.
Like, you can downplay it. I don't care if you like downplay it at all.
Are you reading the messages? Read the fucking message. Read the second message that's on there right now.
This is you talking about, fucked up.
You single, I fucked up. Go to the next one. Rizzing up the furry Discord mod.
Yeah.
So hold on. I said rizzing the Discord furry mod allegations. You said downplaying, dude. I'm just reading what I said. You're like at every turn trying to make me seem worse. It's like
no,
you're
I just don't
really
think
fucking
it's.
up.
I think it's like.
I feel like we should read the text messages and then we should talk.
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh, by all means.
This is you asking about her big boobs.
Dive into the mind of Mrow.
This is you asking
why did
about
you?
her big
Yes, I
boobs.
said why did you give the furries big boobs? Because I
And
have
this
big boobs.
is-
Like, dude. This is nothing. Who cares? What?
This is literally what
Why did you
this
give
is
your
what I
fucking art
said.
that you sent me in DMs big boobs? Like, I think that's fine to ask. Who cares?
I literally said this to like multiple people in private. Like, this is like autistically retarded.
But my point is, if you're making people uncomfortable, then it's just at that point, whatever.
Why don't you skip to the second account, Landon?
The second account
whenever-
DMs? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So this is after Morale's account got I forget what happened. Was it hacked or was it I don't remember.
It was terminated because he had an underage account.
So stuff like this.
Yes, I am 13, definitively.
Yeah. Do you have a learning disability? Genuinely curious. Were you held back in school? Maybe bullied a lot? Fuck you, Brooke. Did your friendship... there's just this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Oh no, the rude allegations, dude.
Dude, you asked why I don't want to associate you. It's because I don't like the way you treat people.
The rude allegations.
I don't know,
we won, dude. We beat the allegations.
Yeah. Kill yourself. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. This is just where I'm at with that. Again, you asked why I don't want to associate with you. That's
Yeah,
why
and you
I'm
pulled out some of the most milquetoast shit ever. Yeah.
What about the fact that I had to message Mrow multiple times asking him to stop both in the public server and in DMs, and then he finally stopped
Oh no.
after DMing me, or not DMing me, adding me, I think about 20 times in Landon's server with @Fortnite. Those texts are still up, by the way.
Oh no, the at Fortnite. No, dude. The spam allegations. The Discord spam allegations. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Amos, what about the
God.
time where you sent a lot of messages in a Discord server and started tagging people? What about that time,
Oh.
Amos?
It's over.
Jesus Christ.
You do know that spamming people repetitively is considered harassment?
Oh my god,
Oh,
you're
no!
so get a life. Go outside, touch grass, get a hobby. Oh my god.
I'm never escaping the allegations, dude. The Discord harassment allegations.
Brooke.
CB2, this is not this is your goat, dude. This is your goat.
Again,
I'm just gonna
you
mute.
asked why I don't want to associate with you. It's because I do think you're cringe. I think you're
dude,
rude.
I'm sure.
Like I don't.
CB2,
sorry.
do you actually care about this, or are you only pulling this up for a reason to hate Mrow? I feel like this is what's happening. I feel like if this was some random person and another random person making this allegation, you'd call this a nothing burger. I don't think you would actually care about this.
I'm not making allegations. I was just asked why I don't like him. I'm just giving reasons why I don't like him.
For
Did you even
spamming
hear what he
specific
said, dude? Take your fucking earplugs
Yeah,
out.
no,
Holy
that's a
shit.
valid reason to not like somebody.
This is so pathetic. dude.
Brooke, you better stop talking or I'll tag you in a Discord server, dude, or at yourself, alright? No, she didn't
Listen,
like that one.
I don't.
Tough crowd, tough crowd.
Yeah. Listen. Again, I've said my reasons. I don't give a shit about the Bo Black's clone stuff. I don't know why that's what you open with or what it. I don't really.
Because ever
care.
since I made that claim and you saw it, that is when you started acting cold to me. I remember, dude.
I got sent.
That is the only logical conclusion I can come to.
I got sent that after the Chris Tyson stuff, because the Chris Tyson stuff that's when I decided that holy shit, this dude.
Yeah, and you were retarded and thought I was defending him, even though I told you in DMs that wasn't the case. And in response to that, You started up a stream talking about Chris Tyson, but hey, let me hold on. I need to calm down a little bit. Let me let you guys in on a little secret, right? The stream wasn't about Chris Tyson. The entire stream, he was scrolling through my Twitter account. My Twitter take that he couldn't even comprehend because he's such a fucking retard. He couldn't even understand it. Made him so fucking mad that he had to make a live stream dedicated about me. This is some of the most pathetic fucking shit I've ever seen, dude. The rude allegations, the spam allegations, you disliked my fucking Twitter takes, you made a live stream about me, and this entire fucking stream, you've yet to take one L. You've yet to admit, like, one fault. Like, your ego is fucking insane. You repost TikToks on a fucking burner YouTube account, and you think you're the shit now. Like, dude, you can take one fucking L.
To be fair, you did take one L, Mrow.
Well, he did in such a weird workaround way.
No, yeah, sure.
Hey,
yeah,
is my internet
on a technicality? I'll agree with you.
Okay.
No, your internet seems fine on my end.
Okay, I'm getting notices.
Although I will say that morale is
Your
kind of
stream's buffering, but
Okay.
CV2?
Okay.
CV2?
Cool. Again,
Okay.
I said why I don't like you. I'm standing by those points. I don't think that this is a situation where, like, I got those Bo Blacks DMs before after the Chris Tyson stuff. So I don't give a shit. I think that you're just a bad person. I don't want to deal with you. Like, I apologize that, like...
Dude. Can we, like, break this down? Like, why do you think he's a bad person?
I
spammed on Discord, dude. The spam allegations.
I don't like your attitude toward things.
I called Brooke like a retard, and I spammed on Discord, dude. The rude allegations, the mean allegations.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you past that point. I really don't.
I feel like you're being really silly, and I think you're just asking about the whole like
This
Bo Blacks
is some of the
thing.
most petty bullshit. Oh my god.
So let me get this straight. We went from the quickie stuff to why CB2 doesn't like morale, and somehow that has gotten turned into I had the rude allegations. Broski, I'm not doing shit. I'm not making rude allegations. I'm just saying, like,
I'm making
sorry.
a fucking joke,
Broski,
dude. Holy,
I'm
do I have to
sorry
put
that,
/J after I say something? Holy shit.
No, I think what you do is cringe. I think your entire behavior.
Oh,
is
the
just
cringe
awful.
allegations. Okay.
I'm not making any kind of allegations, anything like that. I don't like this person. I don't want to associate with this person, and I'm sorry if that's a situation where that's a problem. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't think morale is someone that is very... I don't know. I don't think he's a worthwhile person to hang around. And, like, I'm sorry if that hurts your ego so much to where you want to push allegations push to say that I made allegations, I mean. Look, I'm not making cringe, rude allegations, bros. I understand that sarcasm.
Oh my god!
But I'm at the point where, like...
Hey, Mos, are you hearing this?
Yeah, it's really fucking pathetic.
Dude, what?
I like missing this is a bridge burn because of how pathetic this is.
Dude, the pathetic allegations against CB2, will he ever beat them?
Like, like you're saying it's not like a worthwhile person to be around, but you have, like, nothing to suggest that. Like, I don't...
I mean, do I need something to suggest that? Like, I am so sorry that I just don't want to...
Because he does, like, weird bits that are, I mean, in my opinion, funny, but... Like,
well,
I don't...
yeah.
I don't know what the thing is. Like, I don't...
Stream is lagging.
CB2 is a fucking pathetic liar who cannot back up anything he says. This is so fucking insane. Holy shit.
I guess since that's done, to go back to CV, do you know that he, like, told a suicidal kid to cut himself? Do you know about that?
What's the suicidal kid cutting himself thing?
I mean, I can show a clip, dude. I mean, I don't know why anybody would defend this guy, like, especially after that.
Dude, you don't understand. He moaned in a VC with a 12-year-old, but wait, kicker, the 12-year-old was muted, so it's like chill. It's like a funny bit that he did.
Guys, if we want to go back to that, we can. I don't give a shit. I don't think that was a problem. I mean, using workarounds...
You don't think it's a problem to moan in a VC with a 12-year-old? Good job, dude.
You're taking it out of context.
Oh, congrats. No, I'm not. I don't give a shit that the kid was muted. I could care less. I do not care. CB2, I'm telling you right now, I don't care that he was deafened, right? I think ZV is a fucking insane creep, and for you to defend him is wild.
I don't know the context prior to this situation. I don't know who ZV is as a person before this.
You tend to not do research about a lot of things, so this is not a surprise.
Based off of the allegations, here, we're going to bring Domino in. But based off of the allegations, what I know here is that you misrepresented this guy's argument the entire way through and misrepresented what happened, at least based off of what I've seen so far. I think what you did is I think it's cringe. I think it was bad faith, as much as you like to throw that word around. I think you've been bad faith this entire time. Anyways.
Oh, no.
Bad
faith
here.
allegations.
Don't know what... people have been asking me to bring Domino in, so Domino's here.
Hi,
guys.
Oh, great.
Can I request a guy?
What
Can we get
what
Gamma
a
on?
pathetic debate. Why is it always a 2v1 with
Dude,
these
you're
people?
such a contrarian. It's like pathetic. You like
Amos,
literally.
Amos,
anyone
get
watching
CB
this
to add
knows,
Gamma.
like-
Let's get Gamma on.
Yeah, sure.
CB2?
What do you mean?
Well,
a
ask him. He
contrarian?
fucking has me muted. Ask him.
CB2?
I like
what's
this
up?
guy bragging
Can
about.
you like
Bro
Gamma,
is
dude?
bragging about his own content, but then this guy's like, "Well, you only read tweets, bro." Like, what? What's the problem with that? I don't get it.
Are you
Why
gonna
are
have
you bragging
anything
about your
productive in this
stats anyway?
conversation, or are you just gonna be retarded like last time in Vent? I'm just curious.
Kind of like how you accused me of sending a CP, bro. Just stop talking. Anyway,
I already.
what's up, Mrow?
Dude, the CP
What's up?
allegations.
No, but it's funny though. Taking
Oh,
accountability, but he was
it's-
hiding people bringing it up. Isn't that a little funny?
Yeah. I
Isn't
took
that a little funny though?
accountability.
I completely forgot about that.
I've been transparent.
I like
for,
how you're
like,
talking
months
over
now.
me. Lol.
Well, yeah, because
I like how you're
I
talking
don't-
over me.
Like you just keep bringing it up, but like I don't.
I
know
just
what
like
to,
keep
say.
bringing it up because you tried to hide it. Like you didn't
I
want
don't
people
try to
know
hide
that.
it. No,
You make
Domino.
videos where you're like trying
Domino.
to tell the truth
No,
and stuff. Then people
wait,
bring up a
Domino.
situation. Bro, you were
Literally-
almost 18. I think you were
literally-
18, and that's what you said with no
actually,
proof.
I was
And then you're going at this
17.
guy for
Oh
doing
my God, you
something
didn't
that's
know
very
that?
that's like not even it's not
The
even
minor
the same
allegations,
thing.
no!
I was 17 when I did that.
What?
One.
Okay.
Two, well,
I don't
you
care.
claimed I was 18.
I
so
don't care that
I'm
you were
correcting the
17.
record
It's still
here.
wrong.
Yeah, no
Okay.
shit, Sherlock. Number two, I really just don't know like what you're trying to add here. We're trying to talk about ZV, and we're trying to talk to CB2.
What did he do
And you're just gonna
wrong?
vent through this entire
He
stream
literally
like you did
didn't
last
do
time, like a
anything.
retard.
I like how he didn't do anything wrong. What did he do? He was cringing a VC. Who cares? I literally don't care. The kid was muted. The kid was deaf and sorry.
Hey, you can defend him if you want to. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah. it's
You literally
retarded,
retweeted like
so.
inflation fetish porn, bro. What?
Yeah, dude.
How are you one to talk about like protecting children? Are you kidding
I'm
me?
protecting them
You
from not
liked
seeing
and
inflation porn,
retweeted it.
dude.
You liked and retweeted
I'm
it. Sorry.
protecting them from not seeing it.
CBT, can you get this
What?
retard out of here? He's not gonna add anything
Bro,
productive.
okay. Your viewers are probably children, right? They're like children. You talk about VR chat. and all
Domino,
that.
literally
Your
everyone
followers
on
are
YouTube
definitely
that
children on
watches your
Twitter.
content is
Do you want
childs.
children
What?
seeing inflation like
How
fetish
retarded
porn
are you? You would literally have
of
to
the Teen
allocate
Titans? I
anyone.
mean, are you kidding me?
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Literally, most of anybody's audience, even Turkey Tom, even PewDiePie, has a child audience. To make that claim is so
They don't retweet
autistic.
fetish porn, do they? Are you kidding? What, have they ever done that?
It had nudity and it was.
Who
really
is ever
hardcore. It was
doing
really
that?
Hardcore porn, dude.
I mean,
Okay,
it
okay.
is
Well,
fetish porn.
what
I don't
about
know
this
what to tell
thumbnail?
you.
What about this thumbnail, broski? Was this hardcore? Was this NFW?
Didn't they hide that on the screen share,
dude,
like
it
on
was
their
awesome.
stream?
Yeah, apparently
they tried
that's
to make
NSFW,
it look like it was
guys.
CP.
The kissing was, you know.
CB2, get Gamma in. Pull Gamma in.
I don't know who Gamma is, dude.
Who's
I didn't know
Gamma?
who Domino was either. Pull Gamma in.
So,
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, pull him in. Yeah.
okay.
I find it so funny. He was
Gamma,
getting
yeah.
Mrow gets so mad. He gets
up,
so
guys?
mad when he doesn't have like 50 people defending him
All
in
right.
VC.
Let's
When it's a fair conversation.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind for a second. So, let's start all the way back from the beginning when you started making this live stream in regards to Mrow, when you were saying that this guy is completely indefensible. Those were probably not your words, but that's how I interpreted it. You were saying that Mrow was completely indefensible for all of these things that you attempt to allege or even alleged at some point, right? So, during the entire time that you were streaming and talking about this, you were also making these jokes or these sentiments about how being bad faith or being good faith is so bad. But you do realize that as a commentator, you being a commentary YouTuber,
right? You do have to have some sort of understanding into how you're supposed to give charitability to people or when to not give charitability so that you can properly assess what people are about or if you're going to actually condemn that person for anything, right? So here you are making all of these claims and assertions and trying to justify that Mrow is a bad person over things that are literally middle school level pettiness, yet you don't have any like evidence to back up the most serious claims. Why would you do something like that? You are a commentary channel, are you not?
Okay.
Do you not pride yourself off making a bunch of money through YouTube? You make content. You should do your research and understand what you're talking about.
No, I understand that. That's fair.
Okay.
I feel
so
like
can you at least accept the fact? Can you concede about the fact that you may have misrepresented? Well, not even may have, because as everybody in this stream has seen so far, you did absolutely misrepresent Mrow, and you're trying to pile all of these things on that don't actually have a smidge of severity. We're like us as commentary YouTubers, we talk about terrible things all the time. We talk about people like literally molesting kids, right? Are you going to equate the level of severity here to something like that, or are you just like having an aneurysm for no reason?
So, okay, you talk about charitability, stuff like that. At the beginning,
Yes.
I did clarify that, hey, I don't think Morale's a pedo. I don't think he's, like, anything, like, I listed a couple things that, like,
Okay.
I don't think that he is. I wanted to clarify that before stream because I'm not going to push that because I don't think that's a fair thing to push.
Okay.
I don't think it's a situation, because I don't think that. I don't think that he's a pedophile in any of these situations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to push any of these allegations or the cringe allegations or whatever you guys want to call it. I'm not trying to put. I'm just. I was asked. Yeah. Again.
Okay, we're not doing the jokes. Serious conversation.
Yeah.
Continue.
So again, I'm not trying to layer on a bunch of stuff to add to the allegations. I was asked why I don't like Mrow. This could have been a private conversation, but I mean, we were streaming it.
Okay.
I wouldn't have cared to say the same things, but it's just I'm not trying to muddy the waters or anything. I was asked why I don't like him. I explained why I don't like him, and I do admit that was a situation where, like, if I said that he was harassing a minor, then yes, that was probably I mean, without knowing the full context of the situation, probably shouldn't have been said if I said that specifically he was harassing a minor.
Okay,
but
so can you agree?
My point
Sorry,
that
no,
I was
go ahead.
trying to make, the point that I was trying to make was that I don't like the way he treats people. I don't like the way that he interacts with people, and so I just don't want to interact with him as a person. That's where I'm at. That was the entire point I've been trying to make.
All right, so
Your
would you
stream
agree?
is lagging. I'm sorry to interrupt. Your stream is lagging so bad, no one can understand what's going on.
Is it really? Shit.
It's so bad. It's unaudible.
My
yeah, like I said, this
my
guy's
Wi-Fi
lagging.
might have been
Literally
like,
everybody
this
is
guy's
saying
sucks.
that.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi might have been like throttled
I'm watching
because
your
like
stream right now.
It's delayed, but it's not. It's definitely delayed, but I wouldn't say it's like substantially lagging. Okay, look. So do you not think it's a little bit? I'm trying to find the right word here because I'm not trying to implicate that you're worse than what you actually are, right? I don't want to like claim that you are this horrible person that is like planning on everybody's downfall or some bullshit like that, right? But do you not think it's a little bit egregious that you started off this live stream with discussing the Mrow allegations and then Mrow being here attempting to actually say that you don't like him because of this so-called harassment? Don't you think it should have been a little bit more appropriate to do your research beforehand and understand that maybe Mrow didn't actually do anything that you're accusing him of? Because that's probably like the worst thing that I've heard this entire time. Like, how are you going to implicate somebody for harassing somebody, and then it turns out that the harassments are just a bunch of pings, right? Like is this guy like fucking sending his dick and balls in somebody's DMs? No, then how can you constitute that same level of severity as harassment?
So okay, I want to clarify that like there's other situations. I just don't like the way that he behaves. I don't think that it was a situation where I don't know.
I mean, that's fine.
I don't like
I'll
the
give
way
you
that
credit
he
there
behaves.
because
I don't mean to push
that's
that
absolutely
as
fine.
a serious allegation.
That's
towards
fine.
him,
I can
which-
absolutely agree with that
yeah.
because in the past I've personally had issues with people that I didn't like the way they behaved. But in my case, I stayed away from those people to avoid any issues because I didn't want to speak negatively on them, unless I was like poked on on it, of course.
Yeah.
But here I have seen you because I lurk in the shadows. No, that's a joke. I have seen you since I want to say the end of June, beginning of the
beginning of the allegations against Chris Tyson.
Yeah.
Repeatedly make. I want to say I've counted about 3, maybe 4 times you've made streams specifically discussing Mrow and things that he's done, being vague about things that he's done in the past.
That is factually wrong because I went 2 or 3 months without posting content, period. I made one stream 2 months ago, July 23rd, and that was the only time that I brought up the Chris Tyson Mrow stuff.
Then I'll 100% concede on that because that was just me misremembering.
Okay, because I've been gone for like months, and I just recently came back, made 3 videos in this stream after 3 months of not videos, and then 2 months of no streams. So.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, you did briefly mention it in regards to the Chris Tyson stream. I do recall that.
Yeah, no, I did mention it, and I did mention it in that. Yeah,
okay,
because I did disagree with his take.
You come back, you make the stream, and then it's about Mrow again.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you think it's a little bit again, like I said, egregious to come back immediately discussing somebody that you may have had a bone to pick with from since then, right?
I wouldn't say it's egregious because I felt like it was appropriate given the fact that new allegations came out. I wouldn't have made the video, or I wouldn't have made this stream without the video beforehand or whatever. Like without something prompting it, I wouldn't have had a video on it.
Now, let me ask you this:
okay.
If it wasn't for Amos and Mrow themselves, particularly trying to run defense for Mrow, I'm just gonna label it that way. Would you have like fully asserted that Mrow did do the things that you vaguely accused him of, or outright accused him of in one point? Would you have remained on the same stance that he did harass somebody, that he did lambast these people and harass them endlessly? Would you have remained on that same stance? Have they not clarified?
I think saying that I said that I harassed them lambastically is a bit of a stretch.
That's not what I said. I didn't say that you harassed them. I said, would you believe
that I said
Mrow
that,
harassed
yeah,
somebody?
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Is that like, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're telling me that you would have done your research to figure out, to like avoid the conclusion of what Mrow had allegedly done.
I wouldn't have brought up the points that was if it wasn't prompted by Mrow asking those questions, because Mrow asked the questions that led to that me answering with those answers. That wouldn't have been brought up initially because I didn't plan on it.
Okay, so basically now that we got all of that off, if anybody is still paying fucking attention, because I know I'm boring, you basically conceded to the things that I wanted you to concede about. I'm gonna end off with this pretty much to avoid wasting too much of your time. Do you not think that a lot of your behavior in this stream in the past hour or so was definitely inappropriate? Not inappropriate in like the sense of sexually sexual behavior. Inappropriate in the sense that maybe you should have been a little have a little bit more due diligence.
When it came to the specific thing about the when asking for a reference of like him treating people bad, and then I said the off the top of my head the Major Klug thing, that probably shouldn't have been my first go-to, but the only reason that was my first go-to was because I had it right there again.
Okay.
I'm sure after stream I could find other instances of other stuff happening, just in reference that I wasn't I don't know the context of that situation.
CB2,
again, that was off the top of my head.
Do you think there is evidence of me harassing minors out there?
I don't think I ever said you were harassing minors. I could be wrong,
Can
but
you answer the question that I asked?
Depending on that situation, but I don't know because I haven't looked into that situation.
Because you said off stream, I'm pretty sure I could find something. So you think there is evidence out there that exists?
I said off stream. Where did I say that off stream, broski? I haven't talked to anyone in this circle in like 2 months.
What are you talking about?
What?
He wasn't talking about minors.
Boyd, shut the fuck up! You're a pedophile.
What? We don't make allegations like
okay,
that.
Boyd,
Holy
continue.
shit. He was saying he could probably find something of you harassing someone somewhere off stream.
Yeah, because I don't have anything prepared because I wasn't prepared for this interaction.
Again, answer my question. Do you think there is evidence of me harassing a minor that exists?
I don't know where. I'm sure there's you like messing or treating people bad. Maybe not a minor, but treating people bad. Yeah.
At least you're watching your words now and give you credit.
So you're equating treating people bad to harassment.
I mean, depends on the context. Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, look. What you have to do here is that if you don't have all of the cards, all of the information, you can't even begin to say, yeah, probably. You just have to say no. and be done
Okay.
with it.
Well,
That's what you have to do.
Okay. Well, given that, I wasn't prepared for this conversation about, like, this isn't what I was going to talk about today. Obviously, I wasn't prepared for it. Is stream working? It says I have 0 viewers right now.
It's good on my end.
Okay, as long as it's good on other people's ends, it might just be my end. But I wasn't, I wasn't prepared to come up with, like, I don't have a document or anything compiling like Mrow harassing other people or treating people bad. But I have seen it around. I've talked to people and they have had similar experiences. So that's where that point is coming from. I don't have that adequately, like, I don't have that on hand, but I have other people that I've talked to that don't like the way that Mrow has acted around them. What was that? What the hell is happening? Okay, is it back to normal? Hello? Hello? Is it good? Is Discord as a whole bugging? Everyone's saying that everyone is lagging. What the hell?
DDoS or something? That's like weird.
Okay, are we good?
Okay, There we are.
Is it back?
Okay,
Are we
was
good?
that Discord
Yeah,
as a whole?
we're good now.
I don't know. It was weird.
Everybody fucked up at the same time.
Well,
Oh my
bro,
God.
you also lagged out.
Yeah, like everyone lagged out on my end, and then everyone was also talking about lagging. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was, for us, it was like 3 of you guys lagged out.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty insane.
Does that mean the war's over? Is it over? Is it peaceful
Do you
time?
think, so to repeat my question, have you
Okay.
seen anecdotally, meaning you don't have to prove it, just what you have perceived, have you seen any evidence of me harassing anyone?
Anyone? Or, did you say minors or anyone?
Anyone.
Anyone. Ever.
Anyone, I would say that depending on your definition of harassment, you have treated them in ways that they don't like repeatedly.
Do you think harassment is treating people bad?
I think it's continuously pushing treating them badly after they've asked you to stop.
Okay. So like, I want you to take something into consideration, right?
Okay.
In the commentary scene, there's going to be a lot of bad actors, a lot of bad players, right? We all know this. We've all experienced them here and there. Do you think that just because somebody treats you poorly at some point in time, that is enough reason to make like such a big what would we call this? Such a big hoopla about somebody? Like bad people treating you badly is a common occurrence.
No,
Going
like
as far as
yeah,
to,
like yeah.
Yeah. Going as
and
far
this
as
wasn't
to, like, claim that Mrow is harassing people or is a serial like a negative person to be with or be around with because of shit that just happens normally. Are we going to make even the slightest burden something to break eggshells about, be all up in ante about?
Well, that's not why I made the stream though. It wasn't meant to be a situation where I don't like Mrow. These are my reasons why I don't like Mrow. That wasn't what the stream was. It was covering the video made by ZV here. And then I was gonna follow up and do the Grace videos, but
I got stuff with ZV. If we want to move on from this. Because I think we all got. Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up.
What was it?
I can screen share like a 5-minute clip that Ace made if you want. Do you want to do that, CB2,
or? Sure. Let's see it.
Okay, let's do it. I can't share my screen.
To annoy persistently is the definition of harass. So, yeah. I feel like that's a pretty.
Well, again, CB2, we're moving on.
I know. I was just referencing what Brooke put in the thing.
Okay. Can I get permission to share screen or?
Sure. Do you not have permission?
No, I don't.
Let's see. I don't know how to give you permission for that. I don't use I don't
here.
use.
I got it.
Okay.
Who am I giving it to, Amos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hate doing this while in the thing.
Hold on, I gotta leave the thing to do it.
Let's see. Is Discord still bugging? Is it like?
Pickle Rick.
No, it's just dead air.
Okay.
We're waiting.
Because I'm lagging a little bit. I don't know what's going. My internet might be getting throttled because I don't know what the fuck is.
Dude, it's the Chris Tyson brigade, dude.
They're coming after you.
Coming after us.
But I'm just
Shit.
like I don't. Yeah. Last time I used to stream like every day here at my unit, or like every week at the very most, or at least here at my university, and then it got to a point where I think my internet was being throttled. So I wonder if that's happening right now. Like I've just used up because I've been streaming for 3 hours, so it might just be past that point, you know.
What's the thing about the guy getting people to cut themselves?
That's literally what we're gonna bring up. Just wait.
I'm just so impatient. I can't.
Anyways, I have nothing else left to add. Perhaps let's
You
find out
should be
when
good
it's
now.
warm, So I'm leaving.
Okay,
I'm not.
see ya.
Goodbye, Gamma. Thank you.
Here, I'll just send it to CB2. Hold on.
Streams keeps buffering. Okay.
That should
So
work.
what is the context for what you're sending me right now?
Yeah, so Scorpio,
Why the fuck
he
did-
makes pretty good content in my opinion. He's I think 16, 17-year-old, I want to say. He's a minor at the very least. And he was very suicidal. And ZV, if it was a joke or not, said something along the lines of like to cut or to kill himself basically. He admits to this. He also lies in these clips saying it didn't happen. And then when he get into his good friend LTB, he says, well, now I'm gonna have to deny that and shit. So yeah, we can get into it though.
Okay.
Did you do that? Why?
Also, apologies, it's kind of quiet.
Yeah, who is this that we're?
Ace and ZV, dude.
Oh, okay, old profile pictures. Okay.
You're not good enough for an Ace video. Look, Scorpio's been going through a really rough patch, and what you've done was really fucked up. I know that you have this whole thing of like, oh, I don't have any morals, but like that, genuinely, ZV, was really fucked up. I can't defend it. That shit was genuinely vile, and honestly, it makes me not want to talk to you.
Okay, so basically they like ZV. What does it go into detail what ZV said? It's just I don't like.
So this is a call before the LTB's call, right?
Okay.
So this is like a confrontation call with Ace before, and he lies in this. But yeah, you'll see.
Okay.
If we're gonna be honest. Why'd you do it? Why the fuck did you do it?
I didn't do that.
So you're denying the allegations are true?
Okay, so is there a way to fast forward this?
ZV. We 100% know that call happened, but you're denying that anything happened. So, what did you actually say in that call then? If you deny what's been said from what other people have said that you said.
ZV, am I allowed to say what you said? ZV, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I? Am I allowed to? Do I have your consent?
CB stands for crappy band,
Okay.
but it's real.
Well, if I have your consent, I will say exactly what you said. So you said something along the lines of cut yourself. You were like kind of influencing him to cut himself.
The fuck, ZV?
Well, that's exactly what you were. That's exactly what you were doing. I can't exactly remember word for word what you said, but Scorpy did. I don't know if he was joking, but he did say that he did it because of you.
What the fuck, ZV?
That word for word, I remember exactly what he said, but I don't exactly remember word for word what you said. But he did say he did it because of you. It could have been a joke.
So what did you say,
Why?
ZV? What did you say that influenced a suicidal 16-year-old to cut his wrist?
He's not fucking 16. He's 17.
Oh, suicidal minor. Oh, that's crazy. That's even
Scared
better.
the shit out of me.
Okay,
Got really loud.
Dude, what did you do? What did you say, ZV? Because clearly you influenced him. What the fuck did you say word for word if you want to play the semantic game?
What's that mean?
Semantic is like, you know, just being technical.
Okay. Then why don't you just like say get technical? Fucking
Can you, like, fuck off? Okay, so what did you say, ZV, if you claim that that's not what you said? What? What? Why the fuck? You're such a freak. So the clips you just seen were from a confrontation call with ZV, and honestly, I thought like I was gonna get some sort of admittance out of him or that he was gonna be honest, but he's lied to my face apparently for 2 hours, but I couldn't prove it with just that call alone. However, Beast kind of surprised me and ended up having a call with ZV after this, which he actually ended up recording and sending to me.
One sec.
You know I didn't consent. Nigga.
Okay.
TV, am I allowed to say what you said? TV, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I? Am I allowed to? Do I have your consent? Okay. Well, if I have your consent, I will say exactly what you said. So you said something along the lines.
You said I was allowed to say it, so I said it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
I asked you, am I allowed to say anything about it? Am I allowed to say what happened? And you were like, sure, yeah.
Okay, so basically he pushed him to do stuff that was not good. Okay.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Because, you know, it is my clip. It is my clip. Okay, it's about me. Scary. So, me and first of all, I just want to say, Scorpy did not cut himself. There wasn't any blood, no blood, none of that, right? Me and Scorpy have a whole running joke going on where we say, oh, we're gonna kill our...
Oh, yeah, because you guys, like, in context of joking is so much different, right? Even though he's, like, suicidal.
Yeah, but the thing is, the joke's reciprocal. We both make the joke, right? This guy was not
it was
suicidal.
totally... Wait, so if it was reciprocal, are you also suicidal then, buddy? What's going on?
That's not what I read, Avon. He's bad faith. We should get Scorpy in here. We should get him in here.
Oh, yeah, the guy that's, like, sweeping for you in private when you, like, admitted to it.
Get him in here. Get him in here since you're so sure.
Yeah, I really want to talk to the guy that's, like, sweeping for you in private while we literally have, like, a clip of you admitting to it. By the way, CBT, you haven't gone to it, just by the way.
Gotten to the okay.
That's not what I said, Beast. That's not what I said.
If he goes back, it's gonna show that.
He can go back. He went back, but I wasn't saying that. Didn't say that. I didn't say it. Look what you did. Now I'm gonna have to deny it, Beast. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah. Beast.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on it, Beast?
My opinions on what?
The Scorpy situation. I'm very curious.
I don't know. It was a fucking uncomfortable situation to be in. Am I wrong for
You felt uncomfortable?
Like yeah, it was pretty weird.
You felt uncomfortable. Why did you feel uncomfortable?
Because you sat there and you just kept telling him to cut himself, and then he actually did it, and it's like, what the fuck? Am I wrong for that? It's weird.
And there you go. That's the admittance of him literally saying those comments to Scorpy. Now the thing is, he literally tried lying to me for 2 hours straight, but because it was Lieutenant B, someone he was close with, he ended up telling the truth within less than 2 minutes. So yes, the call existed in the first place, yes, ZV made the comments, and yes, Scorpy did end up going through with it with cutting his wrist.
Gotcha. Isn't Scorpio
Yeah,
also,
so,
like...
CB, you also just, like,
Can I just say something, right? Get Scorpy in here. Get him in here. Literally, if you want to. If you want to be so intrusive, ask him to see his wrist.
Can I ask, like, what is Scorpy going to change, right? Because he is suicidal, or at least he was. And you made, like, suicidal jokes to this guy. Like, I find that pretty gross.
Okay. Alright, if we're gonna... Alright. I'm circling back to the morale stuff, because this is, you know... what about the, I mean, if we're holding that to the same standard, then what about the Parlo stuff? Where Parlo was saying that he was going to kill himself, and Morale was kind of egging that on, too.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that, sure.
Like, agree with the behavior, or agree that it happened? What do you mean?
Morning. I first found him...
Sure. So, the big difference there, right, with Parlo, right, this guy was objectively suicide baiting. And apparently with Scorpy, he actually went through with cutting his wrist, dude.
Okay, well, if Scorpy didn't do it, then would it be bad? Like,
I still find it pretty gross, even if he didn't go through with it.
So is the Parlo stuff gross?
Why does it matter if he didn't do it? We're talking about a situation that did happen. This isn't like a hypothetical.
Mrow, hi Mrow.
You're one to talk about hypotheticals. Okay.
Hey, right now he's asking you like if a bad thing happened, and then you're bringing up a hypothetical in response. That's not how that works.
He did say hi.
We're talking about a real thing that happened with an adult talking to a minor, telling them to cut, and your response to that is, well, would it be bad if the minor didn't end up?
DV wants you to unmute them.
Who?
Mrow.
But okay.
Me,
anyways,
Mrow.
hypotheticals aside, how is that different than? I mean, obviously, I guess Parlo didn't actually do it, but like it was. Is it
no,
not in the same vein?
Parlo was objectively suicide baiting. He was mad because he has a hate boner for Pyro, and you know, he just realized, like after me and Mrow talked to him that, oh wait, I've wasted my time for like all this time. Also, his doxer came back, so that was another thing.
Okay,
and on
well,
top of
then-
that, and can I
Sorry,
finish?
yeah, keep going. Yeah.
And on top of that, he was also mad because his channel was dying and that he was getting strikes on his channel. All of these factors led him to say, I'm gonna kill myself in front of 1,000 children on live stream.
Okay, and so they proceeded to start antagonizing him. Is the like I understand like I get the Senate like obviously the Scorpy stuff is bad, but this is like like it sounds like ZD wants to have some context as well.
To be clear,
but...
Mrow made fun of it after the fact.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
So this stream was like
1,000 children on live stream because his YouTube videos aren't doing well.
No, it's just not what's happening. Like, you're taking the piss out of it right now.
Hey, you threat. That's literally what you said.
Well, first of all, you're saying it's a threat. It's not a threat. Second of all, you're contributing to
It's not a
something.
threat. So you're saying it's something that you're 1,000% going to do.
Oh, I absolutely am the way things are going. It's not a threat.
So yeah, I mean, it said it was still gonna happen. I don't know. I mean,
And he
it's
didn't.
there are
And,
comparisons.
Oh
to
yeah,
be made.
wait, hold on. Just for context about Parlo.
Okay.
Give
Because
me
I'm not
1
familiar with the
second.
Parlo stuff either. I'm just drawing parallels between this situation and the ZV
Well,
situation.
yeah, there's not really parallels, but here, let me send you this tweet real quick. It's a little edit montage I did, 'cause I'm cool and epic. Hold on. There you go.
Okay, let's see. Is there anything? Is this something I can show on stream?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you already played a Slayer, so you're fine. Talking about Pyro. We got you to the point to where you quit talking about
Who's
Pyro.
Pyro?
Or, sorry, making a video on Pyro. You also constantly...
Pyro is in Pyrocynical? Like,
yes.
okay.
Complained about how people are striking your channel, you're going to quit YouTube, and then got to the point where you say you're going to kill yourself. I was pretty concerned, but I got really concerned. But I got really concerned when I DM'd you saying, are you alright? And then you started saying, XD Gamer's back, fuck man. It's like, dude,
Yeah. What's got relevance to do with suicide baiting?
Okay. Well, that's
I
all
wanted people. No, wait. I wanted people to refer to it in case that were to ever happen as a case study for what the internet did to push you into that position. That's what I wanted.
Are you disputing the fact that you said that you would do this in front of an audience, Parlo?
An audience. Nevertheless, if I made any stream, there would be an audience.
What?
If I made any stream, there would be an audience. I said a stream. I'm not denying the fact I said a stream.
Simple victim, quote unquote victim of Pyrocynical. And I'm like, hey, this guy's trying to dig up the Pyro shit. 6 years later, this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to go to you and to dig up the Pyrocynical shit so he can make another fucking video smearing this guy as a pedophile. And they say, thank you for warning me. I don't want anything to do with that. I see that as good.
They
And I
said
see your
one,
response
you were like, it's
of threatening to
fucking
kill
schizophrenic
yourself.
is
And in that same vitriolic rhetoric, you say you're going to do it so you can traumatize as many children as you can.
No,
that is tenfold worse than what Pyrocynical did. What you threatened to do in that call is 10 billion fucking whatever times worse than Pyro having fat fetish roleplay with some fucking retarded 15-year-old.
How do you not understand that? Sure, it's not a fucking appropriate thing for me to say, but you
meant that shit. No, wait.
Okay, so yeah, I get the gist of it. So it's
Wait, you do have to watch. I mean, only unless you want to take me at good faith. How he like admits to later in this.
So you okay? I'll. Do you want me to finish it?
Yeah, it's just full context.
No, important. I literally have a clip. Mrow asked you. Okay.
Yes,
you
I
literally said you were going to do that
industry
shit. You said you were going to do that shit, correct?
Yes.
Now let's see what Parlo is doing now. Oh yeah, he also like conceded to it.
Let me fucking say this. Earth-shattering thing. Okay? Although it was not my intention to fucking suicide bait objectively by definition, it's technically suicide baiting, but it was not my intention.
Oh, you concedes. It's 2 hours.
Okay, so he does concede that it was suicide baiting.
By definition, it's technically suicide baiting, but it was.
Okay. Well, that being said, I don't know. I guess you guys didn't know it was suicide baiting at the time though, either. I mean,
I thought it probably
factually,
was.
I don't know. In my like,
there was when that whole thing happened, it was like a 50-50. You can see in the beginning part of that clip, I shared like DMs between me and him. After he said that, I actually like checked up on him to make sure he wasn't actually going to do anything.
Okay.
And then after a while, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's suicide baiting. And then we confronted him. So.
Gotcha. So it's I don't know. I don't know what to make of it because I'm not familiar with the Parlo situation. I mean, we can agree to disagree that they're similar situations. I just find it kind of. I mean, I don't know the ZV situation, but in my opinion, that's two very similar.
They're not similar at all, but sure.
What are the differences?
Besides, one suicide baited and one like encouraged like a minor to cut their wrist or whatever.
Mrow encouraged. You could make the argument Mrow encouraged him to or at least
it's not a threat. So you're saying this is?
I wouldn't say encourage. I would say like egged it on.
Oh, I absolutely am the way things are going. It's not threat.
Again, this is retrospectively you did that. You didn't do that on that call.
I get. Okay, was this during the confrontation then, or was this? Okay, then that's more fair. Okay, I can agree with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you want to pull up that screenshot, Mrow, dead because we didn't really go into that.
Which one?
Mrow, can you add context this too? Because I don't even know what it is. But
what is it? What are we looking at?
The 9 takes like